I mean, Joseph, at the age of 11, 10 years, also Diana, all 11 stars were bound to him. Just said, 30 years. And son, I don't know how long you are keeping waiting. But I'm saying, Diana, you'll get there. Good morning, Ghana. Good morning, Asante. We're ready to rock. Indeed, days after a devastating fire. And when Suka Kratoy and Ajojo Niamaso, what are the decisions of the city authorities? And then you better dive into the new KGT market. Now, you share concerns about what ever. And the Asante region MPs, the Asante dialogue, the first of its kind by the MPP, of course, it is a Abaimu uko position answer. When they were swimming in power, indeed, they forgot even some of the media. And they're engaging and bringing their vision. And of course, after budget, almost so bad. So when MPP were in power, after budget, offer MPP crash. Hey, I can't budget. Tell us, say their budget. Oh, yeah, busy. Now they have time. Of course, it's good. Opposition, yeah, no wakusian answer, no wasamba. And indeed, they not pay better bossing. Now, they are interrogated. But the Attorney General and Raoma very, very explosive revelations. In fact, Ghana Momamfo dream. But these are all suspected cases until proven guilty by competent court of jurisdiction. But let's take it on the face value. Say nipa da se nipa over $7 million US converting of money into your personal accounts, buying more than 40 estates. Hey, again, this is damn serious. You better now dive into it. Who is this Edubuahin? And indeed, why that name is trending? And okay, wait, na ya interrogating. Ama sapaya krado adinu siakasi abone bro. I still remain your humble servant, Aduanaba Kofi Asante, and of course, Tika Krado with us producing
Ezra
an entire MCR team.
Ezra
of course, from Nation to Ruben to
94.1
Puku, and the executive producer, Sir Mike, and the entire everybody. Kukwata and all of you are pay good morning. David, Ben, and everybody.
Benada match obanembo someno ne de toso aduono no mafimpi ane aduono enno mama de share yamamu nyina che ha Ezra 94.1 FM ne Ezra TV so anopa no nsia kase danya ne kase nsema wodo de tie na edi hwe semfo agebre asone so anopa ebra so say ye de nyina esomo kase kwan so na hye ne so say ye dem live e wo Facebook no so Ezra Radio 94.1 YouTube and TikTok Ezra 94.1 official X no at Ezra Radio 94.1 FM.
Ezra 94.1
www.ezrafm.online.com. I'm going to say, Baba, someone dear Eddie Mubi and say, or my swap for our share attention and want some so Eddie to jar, sir, and I know that one say national security penny for Equa Dr. Ernest Addison Fie. Ekwane na mwono mwa kwa wi asie kra na yire agudie ne mpemprade nyina no yira na no na ye wrabe ya no sesansam no enya de se no kra bia ewo mom na edum ja hyehye enipa bi ekiremu na kyese eyedum so na nam so a ekofa de ba ye esem kro ya na dom kuma won mo mra hye fie ede ade sra to wiase nyina ni mo se ba bia edro no atokodo eno ti dum so akofo ye ne ede abra oman Ghana de a adawroma woni a wom sem ewo bie no won mo mebo Ghana se de be ya ye dwedifo no ebetimi ejina wonum na so ebiem ensam ni bika we hu anopai na mode hye ama se wa sapoma jedwa ya mede so mo se denya ne kase aseda enkoma Sonia Company Limited so ye mo ma ebra no bra no ye de ensam no eso mo afei jebre na yefa enchemu no ento aso.
Ezra 94.1 FM.
Ezra 94.1.
94.1 FM. Ezra FM. Adumuswo.
Ezra 94.1 FM.
Womayi and national security. One more akobodom pim ewo kane amrado ya na wada womayi sika krabia batai Bank of Ghana annual Dr. Ernest Addison national security for akwa probo ewo ni fie sadia nanwada ABC ya wonum eko yera ken oporiata eso no na national security anamonto na kire no ana ba beto bia se wonum ko ye no na yire agudi ahodo ene ekomuade kawa ahodo wade siesie no ho akire se wode kwa Ghana city no mu ane city ni bebre ayira e ma kire se wo mu hu akire kwan enam so amensem kro ya yewra Alexander Afanyo Markins ade ho nsem atodwa wo chem se ekwani a national security for so de dwuma na wonum ko wura Dr. Ernest Addison fie ko wi akire na yire nioma ayira no asa ban yi ede tumi ehunehuna Ghana fo binom na sansem yi ebeto dwai e na oman so afo ya wo hwe atentene ho sam so Dr. Dominic Ayine Afra Central for ede ato wonum ani mo se sa na mo a wonum tuo ni hwehwemu a wonum ye na wamuji oman ya japade a akodi baabie ede beto oman no kofese mu no de edi nkan wo mo fantieti amra bia so de atoso mienu wo mo ede hwehwemu ahodo na egu akwam na emomo no wo mo nya mo adwene se wo mo de omobo anase wo mo di omobo so asem eno ti sansem aba beto dwa se wo mo kuratumi ana mo de hunehuna Ghana fo no eya de se nokura bia enim Ghana fo nyina da enyin tum se wo mani ye die enti ana bai no
Ezra 94.1.
Came to my house with guns. I didn't call a press conference to say that this was a raid. They showed me a warrant that they were conducting investigations into a transaction in respect of which I had written a legal opinion. That is a married deal. And they came to my house, okay, with guns. Did anyone, can you go back to the internet to check if I said that this was a raid on my house? So how come that a search of the governor's house based upon credible intelligence that we received, and I was the one who applied for the warrants and got them issued by the High Court for the searches to be conducted? Why is that a raid? Are some people now above the law that we cannot conduct a legally sanctioned search? Maybe they are above the law. Okay, ladies and gentlemen of the media, let me tell you, we have a recording of Addison and what he said about the raid. So if Afenyo Markin, the honorable minority leader, is daring me, we'll make that recording available. So he should desist from maligning law enforcement officers and myself for the work that we are doing. He should also take cognizance of the fact that I am the leader of the bar, and I will act in the best interest of the ethics of the profession.
94.1
Ye
FM.
fino so ana ya de ani tremo awo ye na isi ya na no fiada kuma se edum
94.1
adwadifo bebre ya wo mo blue lights abre wo mo akodi adwamu a chese eye Ghana fo nyina ni musam ja hye ho nsam o isi ya na no fiada no enam so manipa bebre tremo a wono se woni a wo mo hunu eja no ne na hyase ne tremo ana chese edum so ena kofa sa ja hye e ba ye ensem kro ya ena woromanyafo Kofi obiri bo he ya wa ye mra shebedwani ede ma de hye wo subin abato mpehye so edna no atom bia wade dom kuma ne nyina ekire mo se say dum so pa de na che say asam na homete pa enam sa ban yi ba ye nyina nim se nkade na yade sentimi nyina so eno nti se de dum so na kofa sa wo ye na edi aba no e wa se aban no de ne nice form na te bi eti sa no ganafo enkomu biem na won wie ye no ana ye urobiri bo ahen esa de ka ho bie won se de aduro ne de ganafo nko ayensa entimi eno nti wi ase nyina briche kase ena agba asanteman ene adwadifo no nti wobi bia nyame adom no anisem wo bia ye nyina yenka mum se de be ya ye betimi aso adwadifo na sene ama wono mo asagira wo mo na so ebiem
service. The gravity of the Adun fire disaster is by far the worst witnessed in Ghana in several decades. Almost 2,000 shops and uncountable goods were gutted by the fire. In my interaction with affected traders and eyewitnesses, Mr. Speaker, it was revealed that this fire was allegedly triggered by Dumso. Power had been out. The moment electricity was restored, it sparked and triggered the fire. Mr. Speaker, this is most unfortunate in view of how far you have come as a nation. Mr. Speaker, the reports further indicate that the Ghana National Fire Service was handicapped in their attempt to salvage the situation due to non-existent functional fire tenders at nearby stations and major logistical issues that must be addressed. The congested nature of the market and lack of modern firefighting infrastructure worsened the situation, making it almost impossible for firefighters to contain the situation. Mr. Speaker, growing trend of fire outbreaks in our major market in recent years has become quite alarming. From Makola to Kinkantamanto, Asafu Market to Kejetia Market, and now Edum.
Na ebreja hihie no gusua ekwoso no anamon bi ane amaniebo bi ebeto dwa ekiremu se fire service fo no enya ankra bi firi nkran eno nti se won mo ba ye a eja na hyase ede free blue light won mo wase won mo ko ekodum ja no won mo nya ankra a ehye won mo se won nyina despite dan hello FM abro se wadum won nyina ho ho ban se de be ya eja no enka edan no sa se mi akoso a e ma che se dan no anhye nyina no ebe mu chem se fire for de won tender no e ba no edan ne nko ho e na won mo gina boban adwadifo aka no won shops ane ade eguso ehye and I'm so my another Reverend Aduanaba Kofi Asante Ennin netna se ewo Ezra de chedwuma de so no wani Asante mantemopani a wakasa edema odumcha adwumakuo no WO2 Peter de wani no wakasa ebusa ne se sansem ebeto odwa no emu nkyeremu ene san enkyeremu a yewura so de bae eni.
That is one allegation go around, but we didn't position the tender no ewo hello building no the tenders have been positioned strategically to prevent the fire from spreading to other areas. So it wasn't around the Hello building. So I'm catching on the PZ area. Nanya Hello building. Any monum na nesi. Nesi Traders Union for no, Traders Association for no, any eho. So we didn't position it around the Hello building, but we positioned it advantage places. The staging of advantage places are now it means FIT Jano from that
Ezra
angle. But because of accessibility issues, we couldn't enter the blue light area. We needed an excavator to be able to access the blue light area. Now, you're requesting for excavator, and I'm counting. And upon 9:35, baby. And so, about 3 something. Around that time, never had no crown. So, a started Jumana Yajmaka, it's a lucky yet.
FM Adumuswo
Ezra 94.1 FM.
So ora anasia amwa ya waye metro director Edma Nadmo eso kiremu a na chese enu akra de ono de no ofie ha wase adwuma ne kase nyina eda KMA ene city authorities no eso anu ti wo mo fa hye papa enwu akwam sa de be ya te bi eti se yie no edwadefo ne Ghana for ensign enkomu ebiem
entabudan Islams eni ade omo bobo ni nyina wo ho ne ade
omo ba ton
omo bobo na omo bobo a modamu a ebi ade achi bia na de bia ebeje o 10 series
okay
be 50 series ana be 50 series ukodware be 20 series enipa dodo e dadan no mu no ebi oso kra ko bibia ansem o oma na omo ho no sei no obekofo mo sei no om de kate ne se ho
94.1
ensuo to anu masoro regina ho ba de oma ye ye ho nyina na bi edan ayi ba ko nipa be 4 5 ne wo mu
94.1 FM.
enti manti sika ombenya no nya sika kuma enti ye technocrats no ne ade no bebre wo mu a omo ka ho bi na sane ma no ekoso oh enti ha adwen yentimi mfia na nsi form wo kasa wo kwa bibi pe nya ona abe ade nie ade na sei dada time udru asafo commercial bank achi a area ho nyina street a wo ho oma sisi containers yesisi so na sa ja to ho a ko fire for na ani omo sonso opan mu na omo de akwa akire ho de akogum asa asofo no otetide no bi a eja edam a omo aso ebe topan no enti se nyese menam ne nkrofo ko gina ho ana obi nipa boni ni bi be to patrol kra to ho another building ho ni nyina be sa ase aso je na ye di kro na se yensa no ye nhwe se kro no be den ebe koso
and this yechitafo ane mabru bi ya wanmo atwemampo nua mansire no mo de adesre eto mampane His Excellency John Dramani Mahama nim sa ebreso sa wo to din sa bankra chepani a wanmo ehwe kwan se Alhaji Isaka ena mampane bebo ni din sa DCE won potem ho enam se papa wanmo se wasompa ewo NDC amanyekuo no mo wo hyase som ya sa mabru domfrefo eno ache ene mprempre wo be vice chairman ediama amanyekuo no a wo se mampani ato ne din ema no ebe DC won potem ho no ma sa de bia ho MPP for agia fan papa be adwuma pa sa de be ya NDC chitafo be doso ewo atwemampo nua mansin no wei eye mabunu ene adehye bia wo modom NDC amanyekuo no ena wo mode adesre eto ye mampani animu
se wonye obi a wote grassroots no ase obi a waye party adwuma na ache owura bia ye friend honorable Isaka Alhaji Combat currently one a constituency vice chairman what the party ache since from 92 wa year constituency youth organizer wa be year youth employment coordinator wa be year 8 years in presiding member assemblyman 24 good years etik ohwe we nyina na okaka boma what be assembly concept no what ase se be sere yewura senke yewura se obetwe nani ahwe atwuma mpo no ane sere be ya the all person will pay good results no e be ba senke consider ye ntimi nkyere de won ye but ye appeal to him so consider honorable combatant and kebe bo atwuma mpo no aman
be anim se me strong MPP member of atwuma mpo nua yato abawie yewura His Excellency John Dramani Mahama na edi nkunim ne NDC Ghana fo nyina na edi nkunim na mom to me de se de wo mo DC sem no ye de da se NDC fo yi ni pa maye but the woman o mo de ne ba e ba ha ye MPP fo pa ye bompa ye so mo mfa ma na ye combat de na me anim no kureni se o mo kobo ni din MPP fo ye adwuma ye because he's a type of person or kanipa bom and even when I was an assembly member menene ko race
Ewusia ya fast da ma Sonia Cosmetics na da ma wo so ye mo ma brano etumi ede kase no ebeso mo mama Sonia etontonkupa ene nsamina papa oba bia betwe uti nwi ama nwi na ye kama ekupa de betwe uti no aye Fantasia IC hair relaxer awon fa ento aso oba bia hia bi se de be ya ebeboa ema uti nwi no aye kama de de tinwi a den pa no ntimi ntena se me ntwe ema ne mfie eho agye de tinwi na fa Wobi so hon man tinwi no emu ha ni nyina mama de sa wo ye payment now payment no be ye fa wo de fantasy kupa ebetwiti afei V1 deodorant V1 body splash ni nyina so e wa adwama so man mema etimi eyisu deodorant no na mom body splash no wa ye e de ama ye nua mema no se emfifre ni nti no eye afabo ho by 48 hours said ye be ya enka boni bia ema woni padua no mom so obedware a semena so shower gel ya Ghana fo nyina je atoma ye to bie de mane abrochirefo no eye V1 shower gel ene ne quick white shower gel ebusu nchemfa wonya bi na de dware e bebo papa wi a na afi wasra V1 body lotion no ema wo skin no aye kama mama Sonia ena de enipai abadwa ma so ba bi to nko ni semena bi awura ho a wo benya bi ato na mom dodo mo no ya frɛ 0207 667 752 0207 667 752 and crying 0302 668420 0302 668420 Ofra Sonia Company Limited Mama Sonia no ankasa ena ebeje so ye de nsam ne si na momo ka ye ho e wo Facebook no so anopai ye pese ye te wonka no nti ja wadwen kire to wo de fato wo se ye frem asem asi obenten anopai me hwa mo live e wo Facebook no so na ye modin na baba mahama ade ne de afri bo ase ne ba ye wase mampani mahama ne sesi fompa ewo galamse ekon ne mom wase enipa bebreda so ahye kwaye mu a wono mo etu gala no sesi ahwan mo na banyi edada wono wochia ode ne ho Kofi ampianim enim man of vision yeda say anopai blessed son edne efri asante mampo wase happy birthday enkoma owuso ansabwache ya owo JE Bamfo
Ezra 94.1
Model
FM.
Methodist School Ampame wase bra Kofi enjoy your day yeda say Sanso and Sky the Great say the NPP is a party full of corrupt, dishonest and violent personalities. Nidia wo different kan ba no was NPP amanyo ko nde won de wo nyina he keta asese pro kan dwiri mudie e na aso wo mo ma che se wo mo mpe wo man yie die kura wo de ne die different kan pompuni mantamu e na wo de e ba ye ko so aka ye ho e wo Facebook no so ne ja wadwe nkyere to bra no ye bekin kan nyina da e de amamo aseda enkoma Francis ata boadi kwakwata se wo boabo ansam na no ogibre esa asone so kama ede emayen MCR ho no pay so eye Ruben Kim Promise Bernard ene Spanky womo ene twa ye to mo ewo Ezra TV no so Facebook no eye Okoji Mind the Nations Fighter na mi producer no pay so eye DJ TK bidin ama sewa sapon Reverend Aduanaba Kofi Asante Ennin ene se Mike team aka ni nyina ye tena se na ye de Ezra de chen dwumade no ato so ye da se ema mo enitia ade she
and Yama will declare, is it the best way to cap corruption?
No. Social commentators, political commentators, they will bend someone. No, don't bend someone. None of you will declare. They have yellow declare. Or declare.
Yeah, you might declare. That is what I'm asking.
I said, no. Here is the president of Nigeria, not the helicopter, or the plane is to come. Open time, I'll see you here. Nini operating in the Nelu play, every man, some fancy. You're what I say. Opiani. And so you have a minister of state about and they justify. Nini and the man. I start playing aviation petrol, Yediguno. You say, how you say that on free around? What? Sometimes it is good for some of us to stop talking about Africa, lamenting over Africa, planning over Africa. That's all. So only on the plane, 18 free. And you're free. Kabana boy, Ghana Banbo Cathay. And Ghana Banbo Cathay. I mean, you can't do this in any subject, enlightened society. Say, in your place, no minister, bear press conference, or Baba Big General, and you in your place. No, so also in the MVP time, you have instances as if Nanado or the plane chatted, it didn't say any chatted. But you know, so sometimes you find the NPP talking and you find the NDC talking. We should just say, no, because now they say the chapter plane on
94.1.
Or the chapter plane on the present. Here, broadcasting. Yes, and one API. Or was it chapter plane? Plane in your mind here. No, honorable could the top block one or quite statistics in the other. And you don't have government officials coming out to deny or deny. So, if it is an MPP in another chapter plane, if it is your Mahama and the bra plane, Mama, I don't mind. If I have to go on with governance, President Bako, chapter plane, President Bako, Nebradia. Not me, a coy, I'm not saying, but what in the make a surprise? I'm not saying, no, I am a pessimist too. I'm not a pessimist. But I'm a forward-looking person. I am somebody who is level-minded, reasonable. Menya a partisan intellectual. Say no MPP for baby I. And this for baby I. I don't do that. Menya zana me my life. Because just say I am as I was Sophie. Now catch on the cathedral now based in there. Yeah, but that's just a web stuff with you. Baby. The larger picture, me who first one mind Ghana as a country Ghana, yes, cathedral. Maybe I from the Christian perspective, no. Until back as a cathedral, yeah. That means me a Roman. Then you can just look. Man, you say yes, we see cathedral. Because they don't see cathedral, fire tree. Nanka de channel probia to my for tree, or Koboko, or Kopanda, or Kopusiga.
Of the camp of the Apostle John Kofi Amponsan. Good morning, Ghana. Good morning, Asante. Man, we are back. Just about 25 minutes past 6. And I don't pay you, Benyamre, na fi ya discuss all issues. And then some of the doors. Enra na menshia try ready for employing for be a menshia. Na the member of parliament Eddie Mesubi are making a very, very explosive and categorical statement our floor of parliament. MCR Mobama, the video of the member of parliament Eddie Mesubi was stated clear. Say Jana a she a wakejetiano. Nkoma wadi ene nhwemu a waye e kire se eye dumso ene me Jana bae. Observe, this is so serious because when you have a member of parliament I want making this statement, while making a quanchain, while making no anywhere on the floor of parliament, Ghana's parliament. No. This is damn serious. But at the end of the year, I hear you. But young Konkofa MP no. Na yintie
of the Adu fire the gravity of the Adu fire disaster is by far the worst witnessed in Ghana in several decades. Almost 2,000 shops and uncountable goods were gutted by the fire. In my interaction with affected traders and eyewitnesses, Mr. Speaker, it was revealed that this fire was allegedly triggered by Dumso. Power had been out. The moment electricity was restored, it sparked and triggered the fire. Mr. Speaker, this is most unfortunate in view of how far you have come as a nation. Mr. Speaker, the reports further indicate that the Ghana National Fire Service was handicapped in their attempt to salvage the situation due to non-existent functional fire tenders at nearby stations and major logistical issues that must be addressed. The congested nature of the market and lack of modern firefighting infrastructure worsened the situation, making it almost impossible for firefighters to contain the situation. Mr. Speaker, growing trend of fire outbreaks in our major market in recent years has become quite alarming. From Makola to Kinkantamanto, Asafu Market to Kejetia Market, and now Edum.
The member of parliament at the Subi constituency. Amma, good morning.
Morning, Reverend.
I wanted to make clarity. Na minyanti asia was asem because also from day one, obia say Jana she no. Edum so. Ejana ye den efri fan the buy. Radio adwuma na aye ni TV adwuma no. Toda wo de atese bebre kan asem ama be mistake. We've gone beyond. Owura na oye security to shop na eja no. Blue light ho. Na eja no efrase e buy.
Okay.
Ene no di nkomo yenko na ye misa no se dear party ene sie. Owura kojo amuzu eye security ma eye blue light on. Ajamuzu Ezra TV, Ezra Radio. Within the Aduanaba Kofi Asante. Good morning.
Morning, Nempumwe.
Nyame adom samu nso mo ho ye.
Boko.
Na no pay blue light what to say?
Oh, I no pay the bibia daddy.
Okay.
I no pay the bibia.
Ejano see ye fia na anu fiada. Una we security. Na wo henfa.
Me fa cho na me wo abrosane so.
Baby ejani frase pote a ba ye no.
Ejani so mu wo baby o muton paboa no ko se di ma abrosane ti wo.
Okay.
Nje ho ne jane toye.
About ejana den start ye ni edum light and ye saw light in the jana ba ye pa anan say den.
Okay, the mimi who any the ejana wo apatani inside. And neighbor. Na in people so if apatani inside neighbor.
But that time ni edum light I saw ye the jana start ye anan say.
Anu de minti tire ya mimi hu ya ne say jani fira kwatani e wish ni pie.
Yes, but at that time no light wo ho.
Ni light wo
Na ye lumo light
dabi ni light wo
na ye tambe.
Okay, around about 5 to 6 more.
Na area ho ya we say omoton apensane sa na ma no wo ho. At that time na man for shop ni mu ana.
There be such an amount for nyamai. Amount for nyamai shop ni mu ye.
Baby ejane so ye no ene ebebe bi omotonton sane sa na ma no.
Me baby a muton sano me ho baby a
nti saa shop na ejani frase o mu de na omoton wom
omoton pabo wom
pabo anko na omoton wom
pabo na omoton
enti ejani start ye no hwan na di kan hu ye
okay the ejani start ye no na ema na mo beji omonyama wo ase wo na ema no wo ho nti na ema ni tietiem eja to ha nti wana mimi ja me madwuma ne ye de ekọ ho mimi ko na ejani frafaten mi ye de etwa bontin
ena wo ye den
ena me ko ena omo ma me omo yi no omo di dum eja no ena omo de ma me nti na ekwan bi a na apatan ho ena me mi ye de me di afuma we yi na no na tia date na no se be ya me pomp we na nti ni be wura yin ta na ma jana du nti me pompi a nti ni nko ni nyina ta ba pom ena kan na me ko me watch ma ba kokko ka chen se ja to ase ena me ni nyina ba ko se ma bro san so e no obeti wo mu e ma me ansan be san ko sen so wo masere chiwo ansa na me sare be de be guso ta me na jana ede I can say you
so mene wo kasa sesi sa ejano eteki be how many minutes ansana ji boom sa tama wo start di kan dey extinguish akoye anyeye na udika kwa na edu hefa
okay tata ma na me di when ye ni nyina na wa patani side enti me be chance me kwatu mo be chance nyina ni eda so wo inside wa ase pumpum intense na ere eti abontin ne nwuche na di okumu ayefre fire safe for na omumba ndinu e ba nso nsuolim ana mo sa ko enti akire omo ba nje nsuom nkese ajojem na ede ejana yakese
eti why na edikan fire service for no
and ma huni pa ko a ofre o mo de de mi hu am de mi hu an se kana abere abegina botane ni mu
eti tame jane start ye na wu di kan start senka wu dum no eteki be how many minutes ansa na fire for eba beduru ho
okay on say that time na ato ni brent ni market up
eti se man for ka se yedum light ene yedum light wi e na eja no eba ya una na wo ho one sa afọ no de na abeka
okay me de me ma from dia setama yedum enka light enka be free post and na for inside but we dey free post if a pattern man kaza ankata
but the be person me ase ne say at that time eja ne so ye no na yedum light ene ye so ye na anche ne bae anase that day ni nyina no ne yenum light
that time de ni light wo ho that time le jani so ni light wo ho
I see amuzu ma menna wase en komo we na me pese ye ti ase na ye clarify sa ne ma ekoso no ye beda wase bibi ni ye besan atunsa from zavo so wa ka se jano light ye dum no ene so ye e de bae no the member of parliament has been miscommunicated. You have been misinformed. Asemsia efufu dumso yen eduma hayen che obia da bena was it Sunday no Monday last week na ejane Monday yedum light e waduma 6 kwasiada 2 p.m. ebo juada enopa be awia no mienu into 24 hours yedum light o pe baby a yedum light affect empa adum Kofi Asante Ezra ye wadum Machaparo building light yedum no affect che obi anti say ye kadum sa asem a me ka bi but yam fa no korento ba bi eda na anu ja na e baaye no e bia na light bi wo inside and wo bu jai see so and wo wa na e page enu ye different ba so obi be ka se edum light and yedum na so ye na pa and da bi e dey for atifo no yen ka no kore nkyere damfo ade no owura yi aye ne kasa ye security man ono na di kan hu gya no and this is what happened for voice note bre market women for ma no ma jadi for anopai afeni e ba be solve egya no the problem. We are now going to deal with the problem. 0531455105 and pay for voice note to bra. For any day a 24 years see. Yeah day. Yeah coin enra penin for ko menhia. Na etwa se wo mo ko bom penin for amane ye. The we ase asama ma chi a wo mane de ani a. Eno da nchen a na yenya ntiase enso exactly ni esiye. But the established fact and say ejano as at the time ejano saw no na ye numu light a blue light ho a blue gate ho Enra Guta Ghana Union of Traders Association Asante regional chairman ni adwadi fo mpanimfo bi ekomenhia na yenkotie nkomo omokoye no ba bi ekokosie Syria Anthony Opon anopema memo achimo akwaba Emra Ezra TV Ezra Radio.
Me so boss
na abusafo nyina ho ye de.
Nkopa demo bia ho ye na mo so.
Adom emadwadi fo nso ya akọ yeguso amamudue ni amane hunu na de atom di atoye nyina.
Damas.
Enra menimsa mokopie menhia boyemu kakra kobobe na course akwesai.
Yo mami ni kan ka se mentumi anko menhia ni bi ba de asie nyina metie. Anapani nyina ahia ho.
Ezra 94.1
There's an information near asie nyina hu atawura nsem ato ye sika nyuma ase nti efi ono na nhye ne se enu no percent kan ni mani mu ya yesi ni ehya ase ne ketu esisi ye containers no ne kiosk na wo ho no na regional minister ya say ye ntwen na bisikura am say ye plan ni ye ne kwan dem se ba ya interface na na ka asie ni mu na obi anya kwanti mu mura mu no nti say ye ko ahemfie ne ekobo otumfo amane so na asase ni nyina hye ne nsa nti ese ko ba amane nti se na nyina ni mu na so tse na chi a woni hanum nti e busa fokudu hon mo no da ke se enya dia otumfo na kasa ho ba o die chi de gai nti panyufo mo na ekoto mo no hye bo se enne nyame aduma na pay no ntu o mo so person mo do mo ni be hye die asi no o mo nya first information nti enne o mbe ba won ma na pay no ndu hye o mo hon ma na pay nti me show si no mu hye wi a enne be hu ni sie no ehon se
na sesi adwadi foreign samaye bebre ye ma kwan ne asi omo abesi omo de private individual eba asase no kra mo ntwen yenyi kwantum menhia sesai
menhia se otumfo ni ho enti na sinamfo no anapai no ndu omo ade omo ni behwe eho no ehu ne ato omo nananom na afi omo wi a omo sigina ye ho enti hopi se anapai omba nkomodi ebe koso na chire no ye be hu ye si ni da ben tambe ni esi kwan be ni e fa so esi no ye so se ni nyina ye be hu no after and omo be city
so mpadimfo a ewo dwani mwatimi asese hu sesi nipa dodo sen ena omo ho kan ye
yo eno ne ade ade hia ye pa nti eno ye kuhia no ye dia atu leadership no mo on ni nyina enim omomoton watch omomoton babo omomoton we say obia listen nipa dodo a omo no omo horum because omo na omo horum to muni omo ho enti binya so say abon tizini bia betima wuro mu say waba be fra yenim no enti ese leadership no enfom enye omo enketi sa di tani na mai
94.1
enti ye hope say enu say enko no no na omo tuya ye say adwuma die no ama ye se be benya sa di tani ne be tafisa sa ade kwa nkra kwa so say nipa dodo si ni o ye si a say ni esi no Sabaya obia enhwene ni trabia on
I see enti sesia ya mere wo kasa adwadifo na omo niema ne sa niema nyina se omo ye den sisia then omo ye I mean in terms of business
adana asabuni sie na se nyina enim se ye mampanyi ba honom ɔde n'ani bɛhwɛ no ɔhyɛ bɔ sɛ ɔde ɛmoa kakra ɛbɛbrɛ yɛn nti ɛnna yɛyɛ disrɛdi a yɛsrɛ ne sɛ ɛmoa no a yɛde bɛbrɛ no yɛ sɛbi dikodidi cause nipa gyetiri nyinaa hye nnwuma a yɛayɛ ne mfie dodoɔ deɛ yɛde bɔ bra hwɛ yɛyere ne yɛmma ne yɛnkuronom ne abusua no ɛna aseɛ nti yɛnhwehwɛ dikodidi sɛbi na mmom yɛpɛ bibi sɛ soft loan bi bosia ɛkwan da ho a yɛbɛtumi de ayɛ adwuma according to sɛnea obiara adwuma siteɛ na yɛtumi de akyase ayɛ adwuma na ka yɛtwitwa no kakra de ama aba no atumi da sɛ yɛkɔ akɔfa bia wɔ yɛkyɛ ama mo wɔnyi taagin ɛndeɛ ɛm sɛ ɛnya deɛ ɛbɛboa nti nyame adoma na awie nso dɔnko yɛne regional minister obi ti saa nhyehyɛ na yɛsɛ sɛ yɛkɔ a yɛne ne kɔtena ase na ka na ɔno fa nkɔ abam abankɛseɛ mu ma yɛn na afei president de ne mu ana ɔbɛhyɛ yɛn mbɔ so ɔde ba ne ba ankɔyɛ sɛbi mu yi wei nkɔdidi amoa ne mu ma yɛ mmoa a ebitumi asɔ yɛ ase na ma yɛ nnwuma no a aseɛ no ebitumi asan ahyɛ ase bi.
I like that word. Say enye dikodidi na emom eye soft loans bi a bind be mamu na womo ede abomo bosia in the way a mo de be per capita afri mu nnwuma ase aban san hihye before say na meeting am bokoso no edwadifo ho sika so womo a ekura track akese obebisa sentisies ka be sense na be so sa adwadifo yi
yo Kofi ni nyina be gina ye dodo no so ene obi adwumadi a na odie menya so se ye nyina na ne kura sika kese de ena menya so se sika kese na ne kura obi a no so na ba be nya maye na emomomiti hafu e kura me fi se ebeboaye ye se ebi hwe wani ma na atu bia ebere enti in the meantime le de dey this dey no cost say na medical can say nye se bi dikodidi because dikodidi dey wodi ma me yakina besa na emomu dey be so masana matumi ahya ase atia ye adwuma dey abo bra na to ablabo no so no eno ne ye hwe anim
manfo start bi sasese ya ba bi omudi dwe ye wonye eni nchemu ho na ekire wo nyina nso akwakoye death trap adwadifo no magya tum se yesi ane yesi ho nyina agumu ana
in the meantime no I'm saying dan ba ko na to despite the anything there ye nyina enim se na yesi ahya ye mpanyimfo ye send ye no mbuduru ni nyina ato agu enti eno de enim se o mbagu ba that kind of stuff no engineers na be share assistant engineers na be very much the extent of damage you know na sa na o modi time ya da si bebu ana ayemu enti basically
94.1
engineers better by next week on the na by the first of the week there no motivation there
Ezra 94.1 FM.
Wow. Edwaisi ehyiye ya shada bisa ne etietie mu ne ma wodo adwadifo dodo na asa akromfo ewie a wo mo ne ma wo twegu ho ehunsa police fo chichi bi modi akire
mse sisi attention ni nyina akojina ne ma ehye no so na wo ma echi omo ne si achi omo ntakwa police case enti no ahode ni nyanko wo te fi ko se no na attention ni nyina akoye se asase ne so obi hye akire eji na yebe me asi ye mi nsi enti ye se ye fa kan no asem na wi ni wi na o ma police force account no eno so yakope eho asomaka.
Okay, ma yana wase wa ha na yentoa yenkomo no so bibinia ebesan atonsa e de afra obisafo ora Anthony Opon guta asante mantemu pania oda wona no enra nhyiamudi a ekoso ewo eye menhia na yene no edi hu nkomo no Sir Mike
Reverend
ade no ano ayedin
yes yan chia Ghana for na ena omase na me no de asi no enra ye pon so be sheda ekofa ba bi ade de siye e o pizza to na ogina for bridge no so a ade ba kwa me hu se yen su ade pa was eno obi a obegina for bridge no so after 10 bia no se the other end boss of him for 3 1 e wono so te se bi se ye no kuru believe say na ewisie pa
enso ho
every hoba entina ma fakọ dem say be jawo for na to
okay
ebu say so omoton duane wa ha enti oh yes choba omoton duane enti jana duane ni jawo maso no na de say ewisie ne nam
media me hu say de dwadifo no be hia now no eye say on betumi asisa na nanom ka no ne regional minister ka na ekwa be dem kama de aba na so bu wi ana enwie ye who say na no wadamfo na wo I think you can say I can say abrochire ade ensi sense bio but dear see I'm not being a prophet of doom but ebi be sense bio all because enema yemfa nwa akwam ye ema dear see ni si no ye wie we no ano na ye sai ay another thing enti say na nka ye ka say yensi PZ wo no na kwan da dem no me suggest to regional minister and nanom say the other end of that we na de kosi railway police station what you nyina no e won so say railway fo no and the railway na makumase bio e me wura kumase bio enti asase no nanom na mpadimfo nka na omonyima jodifo no na omonye ne yie omonna jodifo no entrance na omonye ne yie mfa mo wo mo e kwan da dem say de be ya bibi kwan ni a fast fo ene police fo betime wura mu yie na yenya say ya gbogbo no kete o kan say railways for them fast asere maye railways na kasa kwai say
asasi ma o ma twitwa aton kra di dada
na railways na kasa kwai say we e we hene wasante ready no obi afato no say me na me railway pani na me twa asase ne kaka de ama me wan so nim say bia o twa ma o ma ton ne mai BBC a yentimi sia no kwai na no regional minister atimi abo ama as we speak or the momo line bi to ho any account bi to ho as of Enra now we raise over 600,000 Ghana cedis which is 6 billion old
cedis
yes and wasande another account to was say omo de ma omo bu ho na ho na wo no say enei from now on quite to be next week no ntimi nidi omo me yam bro pa no
okay
and so say raise fund video omo a oba support kakra who say guta Antonio Parker say omo enhwe ni mu say mom do mbedie na mom do mbetumi dey start business ni biu but
I think that is the most important thing sir
yes
and now I was saying say baby adwadi phone do sisia
yeah
okoyi even 40,000 400,000 4 million Ghana cedis so what the abadwadi fui wo ncha
yeah
dwadi ni bi wo ha ne capital ay over 2 million
yes
adwadi phone no mo school
na say ba ko say 20 billion and no kwa de nneema wo so
and America say yes many of them have money
yeah
ska bi no abetim de adom na ebeboa so they don't need jikodidi what I think Aban should do now is say on the bank be enko alliance
okay women's bank crowd eba say eba
and the women's bank omunya mai
eba so budget on the 53 million as
and so adwadi
we no kakra
ente wo mo ne bank enko alliance Aban MBT Emma womo sika empedo sika ma bank no moma interest rate emra bia be 10%
okay
moma womo 1 year moratorium 1 year moratorium or even 2 years
or ya djuma na afi o mepia yes
on for 2 years and 1 year restructure no na on building the business no after 1 year no bank then start say so we discama bank na adwadifo wo hoyi ya identify obi a record obi ana woje bank ne beje ne simple
yeah
jodi ni nsu benya akoma patua
yeah
and the interest rate is over 30%. Oka se dwedi ni nkonkwaje se sika no na onfa be business a ontimi na brabo apem
yeah
I think that we need a lot of people to come on board.
But Reverend, you obi nso ho a e wo se onya do bedi o.
Oh, Debbie, eno de ehia.
Obi ho a bebre nso so ho a within this week no se omanafo bi ana busuafo bi anso masene a edede be yeden. Some of no so ho. Enti I perfectly agree with you. Yamama bank bi enra. Wodim se me sheda around 9:30 am discussion. Me were two financial institutions e wadum ha ya. Because me say me ko ho a ma ko sia omo a omo enwaka dwam no.
Yeah.
Even the person we spoke to, the security personnel.
Yeah.
Ah ohoyi bank gona mkoko sia no.
Okay.
And I met Madam Ellen Mo any ono so ya Rix.
Okay.
Rig young
omo nyina start per capita.
Ah omo no omo ko bank ho. Say no omo document nyina ase. Na je the phone there so omo tususu. So omo bank account bi ano. E na ewo ejonum.
Yeah.
Dey be ase. E di no omo kra no bo a on kan bank. Friends account kra account number kra.
Yeah.
Di no omo ko bank ho omo ko twetwom din. before me prudential you realize say omo ba ho a omo ha se atwetwe many asomasi obo ne din no obo ne number ne acheke ama no ne ama ne new card omo ama ne new card no ma ha yes ade no so I made a proposal to one of the talent microfinance manager or adum say adan no mo nso emamu now na omo nya ne say adwadifo na omo ho akere omo no omo na omo ni mu omo komo na omo ndi dwa na nka obi akakra obetumi aboa no e bia bank we okay ye betumi for the meantime na ye twan ban no ye betumi ama e bia be 50,000 jifa shase na efa bibi kakra ansa na bank ka be wow you no so dey offer no bank 1000
bank omo so bank ko for time na bank ba wo nchense be gi loan enemre mu bank e ma wo nchense be gi loan
reverend those we dey ba wo
meba you have to go to them.
Okay. So we dey omo ni mu omo.
Una we here we need.
We no dey omo ni customers.
Omo customers na dey easily they can easily do that for them. But say onya me customer na masori aba won chen say bejiska no that is not possible. They will not do.
Yeah. And na me ne omo kan in terms of omo customers are e jana see omo ba omo ho.
Yeah.
And omo be din komo e ba beje omo new and I say omo account numbers no. But one thing I me realize and say Reverend the phone no financial institutions need to see womo in a way. So what loan or banga. Ya je insurance. Ya insurance.
Yeah.
The other 50,000 no. We be connect to insurance by 5,000.
Yeah.
Insurance na chire say. So be to sika no a. Ya insurance Canada.
Yeah.
They be budget 50,000 or bank. Now what me insurance? Na say ejato me business na asia. Me no say can you say 2 years can you? But now what the banks are doing is that you bet me support you. I'm one side now na so. Now what we are old one kakra. And insurance no a me tua ye no. Says cano they require dey.
Says cano they insure the loan for the bank sake. No wo dwedi ni no. It is our third party insurance. E wo car. Car say go abontin private car ni try ye third party nyina no. Why insurance?
Yes.
Insurance take an ebo car no ho. Wo driver no won ka ho encover wo. Say accident si car ni nya asem a third party na wo take ani mu no. Ono na insurance no cover no. What you say? Nti say wo car no a wo drive no. Say wo do car no kopem.
Yeah.
Na wo pra kra. Wo driver no ene wo car no obi ani hwe ma wo. But say wo fa obi trem na accident si nipa na obetra wo car ni mu no. Ono na insurance no e cover no.
Okay. So here's
now,
the case.
In this loan as some work at the banking. Uko bank na ye insure loan na. The loan is that in any case of eventuality death, so say free mu a.
Yes.
Bank ma meji loan.
Okay.
So wa kwaje bosia wo bank. Na wu a.
Yeah.
Bank e ma meji scanning free busuani bia ho. No.
Okay.
Nti sa ne e na bia
in that case obi guarantee ma what happens?
No, obi guarantee ma death is different.
Obi a what tu kwan. Na ye chesi.
Yes. Say dia utu kwan. Utu kwan no wonim say deliberate because wonim say wo bosia. Na utu kwan a e say ukọ bank ho say bia me tu kwan. Mintimi ntua ne sei. Mo ma me years sei.
Okay.
Na me defer me loan payment no. Na bia interest mo fa bi nya den enka ho. Na wa anya ne sa eye ni da ho. Eye deliberate. Ye frɛ bibi force majeure. Ene ye di insure ewuo na force majeure ade a eburu nipa adwen ahoɔden so a bia nyankopɔn te sɛ covid ye si ye ene saa ade ho wo ye wo hwe ya enye ye earthquake bi asi wo bubu bibi edu wo ye de obi awu sɛ ba bi aduro no wo ye hwe ya enye den enye ye eno ye different ba sɛ wo tu kwan de a eye da ho waje bosia wo tu kwan obi kura nim so obetu kwan wa hyeda akọ jebosia na pa wo de aduane je de wako guarantee so ai wako akọ guarantee wo guarantor no nim say nipa ni tu kwan you should have gone to the bank to tell them say waje bosia o tu kwan mo nkoyire no wa ma na anya no aduane a de bank ne ye right say ye beje free wo
now jade ni no akọje besia no yate no nti ono no de no so yate insurance no.
Yes, insurance does not cover who you
cover them.
Cover loan no to the bank.
Loan to the bank necessary.
Yes, say when to
me my budget besia no.
Yes.
And am never ko ye adwuma.
Yes, so they are insuring the bank no so and a discount amount. or protecting the sika. The bank is supposed to insure the money say in the case exactly, and when Timmy must not be a deliberate, must not be a whimsical and capricious.
Deliberate.
No, sir, it is a period nina bank no on scan or protect it and only insurance. Okay. Yamma grace period. Yen sound so was in beam says scan the bank and that period normally scan yading. Yeah, the for any returns. Okay. What I say? And to when to me entry at that period, yes, ye bank will make my word nibe 1 year. Yeah. Sign Jiska for na sign call says scanner ebi awoje 4 years ago no interest rate that is same. Sikani da ho no anka ye de adwuma for fra nke my ska. Okay. What that period we nyina na wo breach abo no sikani bri depreciate. What I say? So you ensure say in this period now breach na bo no sa insurance no enya de foforo mitigate the shocks I de be my yen bank no. Okay. Because obi sika o oh yeah wo sa Mike sika na akoye deposit no and a bank na fire and de ama obi enti that period no sa wo ba baju sika wo de wunim obi an DJ ahye so bank is insuring that sika no say period no woman ya ba money sika foforo na wo de didwa but that period we nyina wuntimi nkoyere ne say ye de ma wa ade echen fiskabra you be given a period out some moratorium bia oba started this is how it is inti bank na the insurance no ye mfa cover inti cover inti 24 tiers no pay cover say insurance because anra now madam ba ko say fe Angelina Kusi yes Mrs Kusi no ka say Kachi the ha me pa ne say me kwaje besia na kofa ne ma ba insurance e need 2 weeks kra omotem insurance e ba ye omo say me nko boba me homra oma me foforo na ma ye dwuma tuja na kra enti now no onti ase say insurance no cover sika no na say japade na ahye no okay Reverend what did I say wo ha na publish obanga wo say bia be 10 years ni 15 years ni you be say wo ho this number of people no mu say we ento nka biu what did I yes banks na tie pa yes and it means send away notification say o bank na yakọ dormant nti bra o accounts na yakọ dormant bra be renew
nti eno na ye de otiase o
eno ye de otiase
na de wawu e
de wawu de yi film
but eno na banks na sisi no
aden
one obi abako bi account bi ano who next of kin
yes
je musa next of kin for say dodo wa sen na ne maame wu ye na ne maame ye ese wo bank ho 20 years ni bank no friend no da busa say maame asmes no se wu aye ntenenka
no na say so wo abusuani no wu ye no owu
it is not possible you may know every way so banks no anya fair to us
no na say fair the bank no mo ye wako bi account no wa ma wo ma hu say wo account na wo a ye nya oden
no but what I mean is say
me ba wo person ke ye oden
oh e wo mu a na ka banks no any be 10 years ni yente
why na better sika say bra be jikudi ye wo bank ena bank no wudu sika beto ena wudu sika beto na man for Ghana for this sika cost Sweden Switzerland ekoye savings deposit na ebi a ombe ba na ya chi wo mo munya kwan ko omu sika no adentina Switzerland no omu na my cheska obonten so Switzerland omu ni gold omu ni diamond omu ni anything omu wa snow omu ni anything but the omo banks omo dey are banks and they do banking and so the omani is so brutally rich say adenta when you scan Africa ha na mo koye investment na muntimi nkobi mu a yafa they dey development that is what they do and the banks don't do na no okoye savings now utiri mo dinti wo pese wo nka nkira wo yire na wo ma say ma save scar ha na asem to me a ma accounts nie ade na opesa bank rent ehwe we busan for how na obi kon wo ka say
na set
me papa
no Reverend ade no tiu win-win situation no me ba no me the next of kinaba enti say me kwara man kan kire omo a for years I want to menka no at least contact the next of kin if that is fair because the reason tia the next of kin say bibi ni a bi a on beba mo prove
say on country say bibi edi
tina make say
bibi ni an
e wo a wasanga banks no
there be
so akoye insurance
me wo account to be wo ha e bia for 5 years kra me nko ho da what you say
yeah
no nkyere say mewu me ana me nko ho e bia ye savings
and I can say and no ho a o me nko ho da ho me tell message yes sir
no who will scan them nko ho da be about 5 years you've not been there
I'm say obi dormant account
yeah dormant account
na a child we say I'm say a child na omo the Bank of Ghana
yes
omo the Bank of Ghana Bank of Ghana scan omo dia
Bank of Ghana den sa to so
scan omo dia e di even adwadifo ne de me nananom beba ho nne nti me bom pa yes nananom beduru a enkoba nananom ha se edi ne se adwadifo no enya abotre
okay
na omo ne regional minister ne aban
yeah
empe private investors
okay
na omo me market ni ye en ma adwadifo no eno ne de nananom ha se omo di hu nkomo and I think say nananom nkomo no omo die no say private investors ba be market ni ye a ebe bo apa
so you think say private Kumasi the way you private investor na ebe you say we na de ni kro onya no so
ombenya omo
no na fear say de phone raise you
ombenya da
ya hunu bi do
ombenya na de etiane say
ya hunu bi wo kro ma da o
na ka na wo ho no
ya hunu bi do
ye wie dia branta na oton
Kumasi abonten so ya hunu bi do say Mike
omo benya na de etiane say en na ye be sere say e ka na wo ho no wo say dia branta no or small shop ho ha bia na oton phones the bibia na baby abe 80,000 Ghana cedis. Can it is 800 million. Now shop no kwa beba no. Na bia the man baby abe 5 billion.
Eno ni asem no.
E ho na ya na e ha dwene.
Kumasi asem ni o. Ye ti kroma na no da yi adwadifo a wo santase. Sampan di mirika o ye tumu ni asiesie mu. Ene ye ne? You see, so it's not about say adwadifo no ko mo mpa de pa o. Kumasi adwadifo pa de pa. But the chira na ye betu na wie na fei na kwa ya asem foforo 0531455105 yamma private individuals emra emesi dwa na adwadi fo mo amunsima de
omo asi
0531455105
omo asi be san sia
what the voice note aba anano pay 0531455105 baby a wo utie radio say wo decoder uni decoder rescan u TV no na ubenya Ezra e digital TV ni so baby a wo bia e bia wutie yen na uni offer say dish and I said decoder a wo behwe e wo satellite so Ezra free to air we are on digital and one so be scanning with TV no now you just join us and enjoy wonderful friend is saying programs our Ezra TV, Ezra Radio. Eti, so Mike, the situation I hear dealing no, very critical. I think that the phone and penny force must convince them enough. 0531455105.
Reverend Shatosu Market. Aye. Atosu Market. Who say the phone tiasie. Na omuana. Jesus kanu.
Mama the background to Atosu Market. Atonsu Market a gum project.
Okay.
France Alliance Development. And KME.
Yeah.
MET some criteria. Ko 4 time.
Okay.
Tama we an wagaja anshin time mu. And ko 4 process mu and on dey says can. Mama part no time.
Okay.
No mu raise ya anti omu free ho no. Time no and scan buy.
Okay.
Scan buy na Kumasi market miensa.
Okay.
Asawase. Tafo. Ena atonsu.
Okay.
Ena omu gina so no mu di si asawase de no. Ena wo mu call tafo. E de ma papa ya wo soro hai. Private achamfo. Ena achamfo ko develop tafo de no.
Okay.
Na ye wo specific type.
Yeah.
Omu develop we are na ma private contractor na kwan say we betuma expansion. No wasi bi aka ho.
Okay.
Na wo dey am rent. George developer na we are to say friend George.
Okay.
On the sea odu zoo market na wo opposite no.
Zoo.
Royal market.
Okay, yeah.
Zoo.
Yeah.
Opposite. O call race course market na wo so.
E kwa copy St. Louis ho no.
Ho nyina George George, yeah, young guy.
Okay.
Very, very young guy. And he's been blessed. Nyame ehira no. Wo brutally rich and blessed. Sa military guest house na wo Kotoko training grounds ho sa houses ni nyina onu ne George ne sisi nyina onu ne si atonsu.
Okay.
Owi no ne adwadifo no go into partnership say yensi dwani bi nkam because dwani si wo no de aban de amaya yesi no ye cha ensomo.
Yes.
Ana adwadifo ne ti ase say simaye ntitiani o government de ne de o masi awi ana ono ne adwadifo no call partnership.
Yeah.
And woman rural bank we there's a certain rural bank
is it
Mirefi there's a rural bank.
Yes.
And woman
rural bank na kwa say ebesine omuti operate you.
Oh, okay.
Oh yes, ebesine okọ bank no ho but omuti operate.
At that time they were there. And woman near the 40 kabom no the rural bank kabom say ya mamo yi na near the 40 nyina nsie wi a magic. And George built that project.
Okay.
At that time we were there.
Until about 60% of the market no.
Yes.
Remember that the phone was sika.
Wasika.
And I'm the see.
Exactly.
Yes.
And tiano no yesi no. Yani ade sika amam.
Yeah.
Mo je ye wi am stone nti dwa nini nim se ono de yesi wi a ni die ni. But we ya okay mamu from sika ma yesi wi a na ya ton de amam no. Eno Kumasi abonten so ha no. Kumasi abonten so ha. Kumasi abonten so.
Na nanom se Ochame kwaku usumo se omu nyina abehwe
ye ni problem
omu nyina abehwe no
ma hia ba mu idie ye wagidie na na mo ma hene ona ye otumfo representative liaison officer for otumfo developmental project nyina wa Asante me.
Okay.
Ye nim se omu bi betim de omu na asi fom ama de dada but ye hunu bi pay
Reverend
baby adwadifo aba beduro no obi mebu omu mra wo mu so
Reverend ye hu bi pay no ho
de America ne say Mike ye ti kroma ye tu adwadifo kajetia ye de omu ko achamfo ye de bia ko George Royal Market aba na no otumfo wose wote manhia na ye ton market ni bi di ama obi ote aburuchire ono wo hene kura Asante hene no a ese eyi na ne nananom wo manhia ye di bi ma ye timi de besom no obi akora nya bi wote kokoso anu mu
ba se
ewo yi enti we ya wo mu si Central Market no tie wote kokoso ka chocho mu hweye na we mu hweye na mbesi awie na mo de ama mankofo a wo mu di eniwa osia ejani ni pa be 40,000 ana na esen kom usi jo over 4,000 ejo over 8,900 and so ni pa 4,500 no enya bi ejo over 8,600 o ama wo mu ana eso wo mu ye move wo mu ko ba ye wo just about 4,500 4,500 ni mu bi enya dwani bi ejo over 8,600 into 2 say muleye na mansi anwia nkotonton a ebe wi ase no wo mu a ese omunya bi odwani mu a wo ma bre ye tu o ma no aduane agu no dabi Kofi Asante we dey come I will lead demonstration e wo Kumasi I ensure say dwadini bia wo krom no obenya bi
eno tira na nanom ba mo se ebe yie
say this regional minister
Dr.
Mwakwehene
yeah
said you was starting no or you very discerning
yeah
ma ni esi ye bi enko ho I know Zuba will automatically become the mayor
ebetumi afa na se
ewo Kumasi me dey minim ba dey minim ne say
all Asante region all the district and then omoko omo national vetting for the MDC
and I say nipa 3
yeah
I do omudin call ye no
oba bi wom
yeyi baako amani post
yeah
ewo Ghana Refugee Board as a deputy CEO Nana Saribidi ako Nana is out
yeah
Ekazuba
baako kweshim
wana kweshim
baako kweshim
wana yesade no
I kweshim
oh okay
and I'm converting
meba ahimfie obi eni wan so oba ahimfie echen Zuba
oh yes
ohene ne nana ni Zuba openasem minim se Zuba de ye denara me de minim se obeye meya
yeah
I have no doubt
yeah
for now there have not been any doubt whatsoever
yeah
I creative in my mind say
Zuba
entimi mayor.
Yeah.
Adie every day with the chiri. I know said you Zuba Sotie. Said ye beya pere ye beba. Ye mu be ye chiri. Nan no be intimacy.
Yeah.
The concerns are near raising about me what for asenomo mrante me ensa ye do mo akọ market way. Uben regional minister o men nchen ye mu bi. But Kofi Asante has been here from Rollins time ye journalism.
Yeah.
Kofi time ye journalism.
Yeah.
Atamels time ye journalism. Mahama time ye journalism. Akufo-Addo ye journalism. Na John Mahama have had the privilege.
94.1 FM.
In fact, only president I mean interview no e Ghana ha. Even relate Prof Mills.
Yeah.
And a man opportunity to interview him.
On the now said that
I have interviewed Rollins not as a president but as a former president. I've had the privilege to interview Akufo-Addo as a president. I've interviewed John Mahama as a candidate and a president.
Yeah.
And now I press your 40 as and say, ye need institutional memory. Kejetia New Market no journalist ewo Kumasi ha, and I repeat, no journalist any nim keje Kumasi dwa echen me Kofi Asante a metehano. I'm saying this on authority. Ye nim the in and out. Edu baby Kumasi be the 4-year placards. Ebo ye tiri so say yen yakwaje store yakwa Brazaba enim dware inama. I am the only journalist am here documentary. Ewo kejetia dwa. Brai the entire ye bu no was Central Market a ye kobae. Ye mu bi ye nim brai de the 4 bread a ye wie ye edwa no wo mo konsuo amra nam eji wo mo de Kofi Asante ye te ha. Not even pillar cry ye nya nkyerem se Kofi, which I don't even need it. Ye kakajetia ye ka the first someone we know what we are talking about. Not because of say ye ho neteye, but we have institutional memory. The air can say ye see dwani ya ebeboa
94.1 FM.
obi ani asem baye ma me no ma dwadi fo ma bre mo obi mebo o mra o musu Kumasi ni ete no eye ni obi a woni interest
94.1
da bia Kumasi e obi anu wiase agi edin ye pese obi anu wiase na ye digi edin ya ma me no amani hura ma huro no obi kura mo sampa ye we ma na tamfo se ne eto ye ma me no dwadi fo no ebi nto na tamfo ya makwan na obi mfa asookwa meda na obi akyenkyena mesrek edwa no adwadifo kwan a ye befa so a ye bema wo mo ho ato wo mo ene ye pe e ba se ye mfa private individual MSC na manu panimfo mo ntram
na nanu behwe
na ye hwe na ni die kwan so
na nanu behwe
ebuo ni ani die kwan so ye ma obi ensuru mu nsantwa
enti yam prepare the phone mind say omo em prepare themselves say said they be money that so yeah within the space of maybe 1 month ye bobo na asan aba no ebia na anya sa but omo ntiase say nanom eboa na regional minister ne mpani fo so boa na yesi ni yi a ebe boa mu nyina da akere wo
no sir Mike ene de omo nim
nti omo ntiase
omo say de for pa de pa chen
na omo ko be
wo nim de papa so chen
for now
but de ye hunu wo kroma nti no ye kasa na ye hwe ni yi
oh yes but ebe yi but I want to say Enra na oka the issue of the regional minister appointment akọ the market no kejetia understand say minister say a new letter besamba why a new letter na they tell say was it on the entire board no any management no na the managing director operations and security omo na we leave omo
yes
ndo omo maka yina no ebetumi akoso aye ye omunyuma akrakra
look at this
na a new way besamba
ye ntwen new way omo atewa enra na omo kasa di tie Kofi Asante no ye nim ye ye ka o
besamba etutu
enra motafo bi nkwala popofiwa eva radio mo pa enya voice na sam na make o mo te radio so ni me Facebook page
na Facebook page so mo
di matem
na bi o ti o
Kofi Asante atam sofo
na so for the odu
na dabio na me bo se Mike radio adwuma ayan country obi say radio adwuma nti na obi nya kwan kasa chia ye ne obi ati kroma no enya radio anka wo obi a wo ti Facebook radio ho no enka sabi wo ye kra bi anka abekoto
ah say
yenya nkoko asa o
sabi edi agora
yenya na me ne kama bi ani agoro
internet ne say adwuma
na we tafre ma no an abado trim
risk kakra wo hono no
enkwase risk
de wase mo ti ase
Mike
Reverend don't mo ti ase ne say me ene wo ye nipa ba ye pe because one me obia na we nya me nipa bia no irrespective of everything me no man edi kan man first enti we Reverend Minister
I will
sign adwuma na as a journalist
Prince
enti omunya
Prince bra wabre
ya ka omuntie
the Prince bra wabre yeah. I would wish said this boy is sorted
rewarded
Ofori Ofori is a law student
yeah
I know his competence
he became the only journalist we the nim who say ye nyina ne aka no na ye ba ban no dada na chi say ma wo ye nye Ofori de no ye nim so ye dwuma NDC
who say ye won kofo bi ho they are NDC yes. or MPP affiliate
yes on the no ye nim so ye dwuma de ma NDC
and Ofori bisa Ofori na nkasa yeah. At a point in time I even almost gave him appointment letter to work with me
at the old place
but the few conditions bintina or went to me and started adwuma he is my darling boy Nana Prempe me na call Brazil I know him in and out bra wa bra on the transport he's been NDC from day one you rewarded there's nothing wrong edwane da ho no it has grown above because on the be transi you be didi for much
and na yantia say dwadifo no omonye ordinary people ya wo mon kuto masters
forget about even the masters
no
you be ho a
omonye ordinary my business bear 40 years 50 years the experience
adwuma we okofa professor e be tena consul ye ni mu a and na say went me and not because wabon but enye the
area no
enye the area no and when we are saying something like this not because we are doubting the competency of these young men these guys are fantastic guys
why do you bring in a transport operator as security
as a security
no security there
these are fictitious a year can want some say let us be careful and raise it with the minister saw the list for forever
yes
those who are sitting back after the list will know say you mu be yakasa otie and no pany go be friend say Kofi we will talk to him asma who cannot because you are wrong but we will talk to him na de ote what nya data 2 cities what ko Facebook page
o chana di bara me pom cho ne say omonti ase say as they honor their
tama ye ti kromo a ye Mr President ye friend na adodan kwakofo ado the whole NDC Kofi bo Kofi ya de
ana ka do bi say ono no waka ho
in 2016 ye ti do ma trans say papa abraba ho bo ne ye masa a sign of incompetency come and see MPP jubilation Kofi Asante ti amenya den chese me de da bi opposition aye me den ama bi banam didi bi ankanye but ye yanka me ma me a watifie no onya daje meka enu nti me nware mfirifie ma metena ha na me mehoho aban so aban wa ya de aban mo abra yenim se de oye no enye we journalism is not a PR
for the government
what ya na wa dwe you say ye bebo wa aban abaso a that is why your communicators are allowed to come here any radio station obo sorry oh na aban mo wa ya de no it is not a radio station
ebi ana eno ne ya aban no
appendix
abayano radio station
this is not a PR men sorry anopa na wonti radio ntoa na niema ye ma me no ma abre na omu ja ase no na niema bi nkoso yi a na Kofi Asante ma sorry abetra ha na de aban ne yo enye o na mtia me bo abaso na me mfa so ne sei eye bone aye beka
but sabano so ye na ye so
we are the papa so aye beka
kakra
oh no we are the papa ye beka Abrantie start ya wo boy adwuma won na nka say regional minister at least or active
fun ma de ade a wa ye pa abro wo fa so
de asem
ade a
wa ye de na abro wo fa so
ama ko hene
wa ye de
abro wo fa sa mo se me sa so ne se
wa ye de
time a kageti e jato kageti ana Dr. Mahmoud Baumia and chief of staff ebe cheska ebe muska scan yirai ni ehunu scan ya hwe ska okrom ha ya ehunu but they see ye wonu atimi o meche ska wo but watimi create fund ama wanya within 3 days over 600,000
ska ya major phone
nyabotre we dey the phone nim say omo che sika no
ye dey major phone
nyabotre dey ba ya no yirai yirai
bacho
am yasa ko fa first
eno ye dey ma wo mo na dwadi phone na we ya no
na Sananka regional minister then Samuel Semensa and Sampai coordinated the affairs of the traders no the phone year and ka enkoduru be koduru no
but Sampai di regional minister na ma mintie wa no pay na empom te sen
nyame adom ko reverend
o space die no pay
if you no no say okọ
Roman ya dey Oko Roman.
Is it Enra? Na ne outfit ni na is Roman sister.
Sa.
And then so I try.
The Roman sister for no.
I try.
Omo share cross bi omo no for the cross ni.
And can me ka wataka.
Roman sister ben wo hu ne say ne buso ha. Wo the cross wura ma miem sa.
Me hwe ne boso nti me hwe ne boso.
Won hwe de
hwe ne boso.
Hwe na ka kire me.
Me nya hwe ne boso.
Me say hwe na ka kire me e.
Me hwe boso na ampa.
Ante no no Roman sister for. Sir Mike,
Reverend.
They also started here with Fiano. The money was with me.
Reverend Kuta bag the man.
No, fair than idea. Just here be able to cross. Yes, me. What I saw castle Roman sister
cross. No,
well, Chesign, me that's it. I'm out my minty on the pain. Na, where dear?
Reverend.
Mate. Yeah, my man ready for. In fact, and me yen bishop for the Kumasi Diocese of the Methodist Church Ghana and Kumasi North Diocese. The both bishops were meetings.
Oh, okay.
The Bishop Samson Obieje, the Right Reverend, and Bishop Stephen Kokusu.
Okay.
On him say, aha, subiwe ewo integral Methodist zone.
Oh, okay.
Say dum Methodist. And I did the church is coming out with a communique.
Oh, okay.
As to victims of Sedjano. Dear now, sorry, no so.
Bit me idea.
Bit me idea.
Tituni Oma sorry ma.
Yan sorry ma. A woman.
Okay.
The church is making it. Your synod. The synod is the highest decision body of the church within the diocese.
Okay.
A decision will be taken. Near the foreman.
Then meet me abo
bishops mumienu adwen ho
okay
wo bugusu di nkomo ye ma amenu nyina nsore ma mon kama koma ntom ye mkoso ma mo yakọ amonkoso mo mpae
na ensere mo se
yes
sa sore bebo wo mo a na omo sagiro mo na so a
yes
mo nyanye ntientie wa sore no mo tie mo ntutu so
no
ba ya no kwa so 1 month no wasi asore ba ko pe
no
tate kwa wo
ama na anopei bibi abokode
nyame adom boko reverend
yo na kuankrata no apia studio watenenka ai manfo sa apia je ne ho me na e okrum hadodo sisi apia e chen de o private jet enkan no oduru ho in 2 minutes no okumase in 1 minute no otamale in Chris Waddell ebisa no se sisi a omumisa boy no so o jet ana
oni jet
na ba
ai sa na no da na omampani eba market here
ai
me hu dom me wan say oh obi aso opepo na say na ni na me say me the microphone call apia na me say apia ada wusu ana na say wusu ada na to na ni so no di kan ansa no mampani ai dey aba
yo
nti apia ya
because now no dey ya no wa kra okosia do video yi
okay okobi on
okobi okochia no
okochia do video mo from boy ni seven
Davido
ayo
apia
what Friday chair? Anyway, star there star.
Me chair no pay.
Yo.
I'm a chiapia.
I'm Adam for. So I'm Adam for no. I'm Adam for.
Apia, your chair
no filia mabasa. So can news now or I'm a TV or can news I just akra no wukra. I'm a man for Kuankata na you na your kind na me say much yo
I was here yeah shasia na the Bokrata no and nebnada March oba ne boss me de to so de no no mankrata hodo abadwa ma so na mu nsam no dodo no a efa yewra edubu ahen wonum se wane na yire ene wo modi o man dwiri mu pa dodo no ankrata ne nyina da e de ho amane bo ene mu enchiremu aba na ma menhya se en free daily guide the obokrata
me Sir Mike sa edubu ahen mo ma me attorney general ne address on this issue nation if we have attorney general addressing edubu ahen na me Sir Mike
Reverend
and attorney general say
attorney general say maami bi afa no Angelina
list the way ama list na
edoso pa
edan ahodo a
na papa bi enso afa na edubu ahen
Sir Mike you are listening wo ho
listen should be on the page.
Ne dan ne ejapade no
yes should be on the page
edan dodo a wato ejapade dodo a wanya
yes should be on the page for them na obeye Director General at the National Signals Bureau of the National Security.
Yeah.
Na yede maybe ma almost omonye sika bi afa ne nsem.
The platform.
That's
okay.
It should be there.
Ntemibo
how to adan.
List no meba properties acquired nation mom project mame. Properties acquired by 2 suspects since 2008. Yoko will continue to update the list of assets. Name of suspect. Kwabena Adubuahin. Angela Ajay Boateng.
No.
Oh, okay.
Adubuahin. Former NPP presidential candidate, the late. Adubuahin.
Neba no.
Neba.
Nti abrante ofri Adubuahin. Ofri Dwabin.
Ne papa.
Nti ofri Dwabin.
Ofri Dwabin. We Dwabin this year.
Nti the property ba ko ye den number 2 stream Part Drive Mayfair Estate La Accra.
The papa di ba two sweet. Papa di ba
I say $1 million US valued at 15 million. Hey.
Ni ane Charles Adubuahin.
Charles Adubuahin there.
Oh, former deputy finance minister. You should be by here ne anasi we ba here na so take bribe of 20 k near idea. And one say me brain no. No deputy.
Me bo nti sa dan we nyina no. Mama me the next page. Why ndey?
Reverend. Papa ne say. Japade a. Attorney General no. Ayi ne say Japade a. Adubuahin we no. Ewo na odabete fans bi $7 million bi near the ade. By Reverend. Minimo una ko law school.
Ayin.
Papa ya obeye Attorney General yi. Ongu Mahama ni ma ase de.
Ogun ni ma.
Papa ni do mani Mahama. Obma papa man necessary form. We are Attorney General. Attorney General nya radio so. Enya Ghana nyina na wo ba ka kire ese obi awie ska wo. Court we. Na de was court no kan onka. You can't prove someone guilty until the court of competent jurisdiction proves that the person is guilty. And this I wo ba ka kire ese. Na whatever funds. And of course, is it wrong in this country to be adan?
Sir Mike,
we better adan.
Is it
wrong? In Chemoni, yes, sir. Almost 2020, and was signing a contract. I'm sorry, Nana Bigusua. Me reading what I say. Sir, ye quack of J Cyber Defense System Software.
Eddie Abagana.
2020, ye sign a contract, no. Aha, Eddie Abagana. 80 1 1 say February 6, February 6, 2020. And or transfer $27.1 million. Eddie free or mine coffers mu. Eddie call one kasa ne bank account mu UMB bank. So in the name of SaaS software now was say wakwakoto no. It omanya daje my breakdown say whatever to man him say yakwakoto fun we for this amount. And our budget yaba. And sa amount now was say yakwakoto fun afi de ko wie kira one personal coffers mu. And akwakoda
asem we ama e kind of press conference
you fan go court we
what to court
you fan go court we
okay
because ade na aye koso no ye pon ko pentam o ama ye press conference we we ne ye nyi sika yo
da bi
enti ye fan go court mu ya na ten se wadi fa ye nyi sika Some MPP started by na ye bechi mo ewi ase anchi obi a. Mo did say ya na so obi ewi ska bon so ni nyina adwane. Press conference ye hwehwe. We don't need press conference.
Say the Reverend now update Ghana for.
Who update Ghana for saying? Jama communicators and make us me who attorney general. What be the TV so and away when you have the time to go to court.
Ezra 94.1
FM. Baby, I do no yania bro.
Okay.
But akwan mum so property ndi anu adi o.
Anu odi Reverend just say nya sam kitu.
Na no kra dia na busuafo ehia omoda o.
Ah, David.
Na we nyina we ndai tike.
Busuafo ehia omoda. So we no
no. Urente kwa fi e wuntuai. Ade na anu adi o. In fact, we are some pa. In fact, internal politics man for a good suit.
So we are person ko politician.
Because ama say nipa deseni a wo ba wo. Ultimate top property way in 150 million US dollars, 270 million US dollars, 97,815 US dollars, dollars, 127 million US dollars.
Vertex Properties, Oyarifa Gated Estate Development, 27 houses each. Bakubia no ye $295 the equivalent no
or estate no if you back 27
a wom na bia ka no $295,000 see the equivalent no 127 million Ghana cedis everade nyame Elma yipa say sika wo mu say no kra dia ansana property in London 1 property in London 2 afei 16 million Ghana cedis fixed deposit from the payment received from BNC National Security 7,250,000 7,250,000 cash hey Reverend
ama no but Ghana is kawa
hey blog
no Ghana has money 0531455105 you see so trust now na abrantie bi pe even 10 boys here work from hey abrantie ya oton the modi twitwa video yi Rastaman the friend say DJ abrantie ya tonton ayi we bra wo mo bre wo ma wi university awi pole
akrache for
so ne betre dum ya se wo mo
bi kurant na wo DJ sese kwan hu ba bi na wo batasa
look at bra abrantie yi bre na kwabrane estate 27 different houses each. I'm adding. Adding. Nti yewu aye de japade ne kwen. Adding.
Say na se for ne mama.
Na wase for mere no ma diseske.
Abro de be.
We nipa ba akopro. Hey, but ewiase mo pa manfo ye dangerous.
Ai. Ya manyo for.
Oh my God, esika ne asegu kuku ma ba akopro di ni sa no.
Ana say no so ya omo fa ko wo pete nti ba bi obewo apete bia no
ni a chene este na we wo na wo che se ne nkan kra go de boa o cheche nkwala na street wo ma yi
yes no so ya fa ya mo adwene nti ne
nti wo ya ambaji estate
say de ya wo je
ya mo na mani o na mbere no mo nya estate ama wo mo
ya fa ya mo adwene say de ya no kwan ya guess no so be fa so apa japade
en say che so ama mo estate amonye
asa wo so teta red wo ya japade anu wo ba kwa ma na wo ba nya japade ni bi ese no na wo so
ade na no adi o
dana guess wo ba hu ne papa pada e wo mo a
my entire attorney general na yise no mama me sound
1FM Ezra FM
Mr. Dubois alone withdrew 7,250,000 Ghana cedis, okay, in cash. He withdrew that in cash. This payment came out of the second transfer of the 21 million from BNC National Security to BNC, his private, company. On April 24th, 2020, 1.5 million cash withdrawal was made. On the same day, he made payments to a real estate company to the tune of 1,566,000,000. So you see the coincidence, okay, of the transactions that were taking place. Then February to September, out of the 49 million, which was transferred from BNC National Security to his private BNC, about 99% was withdrawn by him personally, and they were largely very large cash withdrawals. And we believe that those were the withdrawals that were made for him to make the deposit for the properties that are enumerated above. Now we are still tracking suspect Edubohin and his assets, and then of course his wife, but we'll conclude in the next few days and file charges against him and the other suspects. So they are currently in detention. We have given them bail conditions from EOCO, he and his wife and the other suspect. Now the reason I'm not mentioning the other suspects is that for purposes of our strategy, and if they are listening to me, they should take this very seriously, the other suspects. For purposes of our investigation and prosecution, okay, we may have to use some of them as prosecution witnesses. If they give us the offer, fine. If they don't want to cooperate with this evidence, I don't see how they and the suspect will get out of, being convicted. But of course, they will have to be, their guilt will have to be proven beyond reasonable doubt. So I'm not being presumptuous, but we have all the evidence from what you can see from the enumeration that we have all the evidence, including receipts of payments and withdrawals, slips and so on. So this is for unless I am convinced that there is evidence to prove the guilt of the person beyond reasonable doubt. And as I've laid out, you can tell from what we have done. And I must thank the Economic and Organized Crime Office, the director, and especially the deputy director in charge of operations, Raymond Aja. He led the operations. And on a weekly basis, we met, got briefings, himself, myself, and my deputy, and the team. We got briefings, we didn't talk about it. So I want to let you people know that when I'm investigating something, I will not give media interviews. Okay? Because when you grant media interviews on investigations that are unfolding, all right, unless you have grasped the evidence like I now have on SkyTrade and SkyTrade and then the National Service Scheme. Okay, those significant progress has been made, and I believe that if I took those cases to court, I will obtain the conviction. That is why I'm telling you about it. But free Wi-Fi, okay, and the rest of them are still under investigation. So we are not going to be talking about them. So in conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, when His Excellency John Dramani Mahama,
for higher Ezra 94.1 and of course Ezra TV, Makachro say we live on your digital satellite. Baby, I will be across the nation. The Hiana foul remote on your TV. No worry, scanning Ezra. Now, so we used to dish show, we used to decode. You will just enjoy Ezra anywhere in the country, live on your TV screen. Midi at the Reverend Kofi Asante Ennin. Now, the legal brain are talking, raising concerns about why Attorney General, the state prosecutor, Beko Court, now Ojan Radio so. What are we waiting for if the evidence are that enormous? Lawyer Morris Ampao, Ahomaso. Lawyer Anope Mame watch Mwakwaba, Emra Ezra TV, Ezra Radio. So far, yeah, sure. We are heading to almost 3-4 months. Legal issues has been coming, concerns have been raised. Supposed prosecution of one more corrupt and corrupt related cases. From where you sit as a legal person, what assess the approach to which this administration go about their legal issues? I want to say.
What to say is that what you say? Attorney General. The power no so in the Jumano. From the word good or signal or the legal fraternity that's lawyers, judges, and will be a stakeholder and the legal fraternity, as well as the ordinary Ghanaian, the special committee, so at the county. And Attorney General who just came to office, the first assignment is to take steps to free people who are standing trial. Those people who are standing trial, maybe they are political motivated people. And confirm the party members. and then discontinue or withdrawal, and then when the person every behind again that prescription
94.
I can say accused person no case to answer. If I've decided to discontinue all those cases, and yeah, I'll discontinue piano. Every member here or category member. Not this guy of this appointees or person is under even investigations another child. But now you are turning to this opponent now, and turning to this opponent now, the Attorney General is now engaging in public PR. Wadani communicator. Wadani will be a accuser or accuser. Now we're organizing order for your arrest or order for your arrest. That investigations also not or prejudice investigations, meaning the casa evidence or no crime. Now the casa conclude say evidence no evidence against one. I said the whole world we say we are guilty. That's what party no. Who fear after our court. That's what I think John is doing. Or what will say. What do we have them? All the courts already kind of capture the whole public. Say, what is so? Now, what's some yet? What's some yet? Now, we're moving. Or if I say, the work with Gina court. Now, or do Gina court. Then, I'll say, judge, now, okay, because what is going to happen is that judge, will be in a difficult situation because you are going to preach the whole world say, literally river court no, or you're guilty, or you're evil, or you're criminal. Therefore, the court you don't have any choice than to convict and sentence the person. That's what the Attorney General is doing. Or maybe prejudicial trial. So only obi wasem, now obi be the assembly, now who the assembly of court no, what the kind of media trial. Public opinion trial. It is as you speak right now. No, the matter has become a matter of media discussion. And who share internet is what ABC for who say, and who share internet is what a bimuso defend it. Never the bimu and a woman where they say the court where they are criminal. Meanwhile, and then they say constitutional or see everybody is presumed innocent. Even when you visit, even I'm going to say. To Krana or shoot to be no. Law no say or innocent because they are some court. Now you taking evidence. When the particular not prosecution produce evidence and yet courting admissible. The Caribbean who I'm a judge. I can't to say when the no case to answer. Not court to some opportunity to throw doubt on the evidence. And some a judge I can't say you are guilty. And now jury trial. The honorary general, constitution mono. I'm going to say, oh, you are guilty. So that happened to the report. When the Attorney General not taking up the matter, he has become the accuser, he has become the investigator, and then he has become the judge in the media. Now, we say the case now the court, so the evidence not the court, evidence that we took place. More discussion, judge no proven without evidence in terms of one, credibility. 2, authentic. Say authentic. 3, whether evidence evidence according to what you are doing. And now there is evidence how to call the defense team of the accused person extra doubt because also evidence HSA you can anticipate. No one put to the judge positive case no. In a difficult situation whereby we could see the accused person I'm over because what like an opium and MPP for court and we say court or say the carry we would na do go buy and MPP for judges and after they start the accusation 7030 you see Attorney General engaging in no appointed.
But what year and the kind I was away no case in the Adubu Ahidi National Service the what to me I investigation a real or enough evidence said court cannot refuse evidence of a president to convict Safford and anything or Babonting. The academy Gusun to Fama.
Lilia, is that how we prosecute people? Evidence. It is only who are putting now determine whether the evidence is solid or not. And who evidence are holding a question and people or take us a judge. All of it is scrutinizing evidence. So because one, in the first place, evidence not how who making it public here. One. Two, who is evidence now they follow? Who tender it in court? I'm the defense team.
I understand. That is my basic law understanding. You are not
the defense team will also have the opportunity to see the evidence, where it, scrutinize it, throw out any people who say, you see how the defense team was throwing out on and raising issues. That's what it means. Yes, it means you don't take one-sided evidence and say, me, prosecutor, no interest in the matter. I need a new information. Me evidence the court, me one who mad the other party the opportunity to even also look at the evidence and imagine now okay now we can say Papa sorry defense team swap out. Now almost so then because evidence are crown who find show we here. And so make it I say who I say propaganda who tell them and to me say me a legal team for the winner. It's some of the trouble. Because we take up on the back and say, who was it here? Legal conduct. You don't believe in this way. What we do, we want to do or engage in media trial like this at the we want to do the PR officer also would here on one desk no. You are clearing when you're clearing agents at the office. Who clear people you are related to, people you are political affiliation. And so setting them. So setting them.
I mean, kind of
good. Near judge. I think that's him. Not that one. I say no. I mean, they know duty is a question about. I know they want to actually. If you know who you bias from the word cool. Yes, and if I'm a legal team for the prosecution, we really share what the legal law. Make decent court. Make public show. Make public show. Make decent court seriously. I'm the grateful. And also that cover Odamino. That's exactly what some of us will do to him. Because everyone said, this authority is not fit to stand before you and even engage in this trial because there's already present the matter. He has already gone to the media. Number show evidence of it. There were the case I got to war. I come to a conclusion say only case will be it will judge that to maybe the client will go before the die. It's a bit here there. That's the question we decide there. But this side has already taken place in the media. Public opinion affirm their opinion. They are all saying my side is guilty. And then there's not many to know. There's a member with him as an accused person. And you know, all of us no sentence declines no conviction sentence because this trial is already mistrial, prejudice trial, a trial. I told you, I'm misconducting the whole, but I can't over consider like a cancer. I said, just finally, petition is new to generate cancer. All kinds of problem with generate cancer because I accuse this of all kinds of man of allegation, only evidence. This is not what we voted for. Sabi. Sir, Obi Edi Bonia, gather your evidence. Don't come and tell us. Public, the media, they are not between to handle legal issues. Go to court and grow the form. Who gather evidence in your hand? Boss, that's a boss or cabinet. The cabinet so far, no. This is evidence. into me seeking blessings and then permissible blessings. I go from what's job almost on the day to defend themselves. No case. No commission. I don't know what you what you could there. No, yes, but the Sunday, I don't know. Now, call for the Opima. It's still a better kind, I get it were not fair. Nevertheless, NDC apparatus and the Ghanaians be almost anti-MPP, almost Papa Nasemo, Asante, and the judges are and Ronaldo, and Mama do something, remove the justice, remove the. This is what they are doing. This is what is going on. You see, and then put a judge. You have been put in the because you made me a judge. This is the case. You want to read me? Because you just be obedient to the obedient people with NDC. Because I want to declare Papa Nadi show our public in the media. And so we are there now with traffic. Now we want to say, we don't show the black folks here. Now we Musubo. Now for Dale. No. That because it's only power. And he has all the resources, the institutions for him, he has the numbers. So they will now target you. They get either one, they now accuse you of corruption. They accuse you of corruption. They target you. Before we grab a ball, NPP gates, and then you see yourself in a very good position for the past 4 years. The next 4 years, it's unfair. It's
very, very serious because lawyers for Dubuahin, Zoe and Achia and Co. at the statement about Enra condemning that attack on clients, you know, and they are very mad, very, very mad.
Yes, don't be mad because you can't do that. You can't hold the accused person in ransom. You have one-sided case. We don't hold the assent. What it means, sir? What it means, sir? Imagine say lawyer for the defense also about out because we know I could tell you that there's no case here. Credible now you credible for that and you can them and you fair and would you be happy about you that and that is exactly what I told you now many lawyer for the accused person there no so for the press conference I told you now who the here I'm going to my issue of court today like at the Katika now who no pan who no man or who you want to pan out what to post to because there is nobody is in trouble because the time you can victory. You can victory over this case. It will not be assembly friends who are trouble. Or this boss are trouble. That's what is going to happen. That's when I talk about that case with so. It's unfair. It's covered than anyway. It's professional misconduct on the part of the region, and I'm surprised. You clearly want one party and then try to teach other party. Could you imagine say? Be about her now. Or accused person now say or to them. Or to them. Now you know to know the public time. And I do that. I don't move for. What I say? Who something doing? You say or your minister of justice. William, you know what it means? Minister of justice. No, it means that you pursue justice. Justice means that what is fair, what is right, you don't care if justice is done. Now, Obi, Yejelino. And now, if justice is done, no, Obi, Yakwitino. What do you need justice? When you're minister of prosecution, when minister, come and persecute. No, the officer was minister of justice. You do justice to all manner of persons. That's what it means. In office in here, your office is to persecute and then prosecute. No. What will rule? They say you gather every evidence. Professionals. Now put are subject to legal test from your office. One-sided. Now what convincing judges because only their final data, only final judicial power, only decided the guilt or otherwise of an accused person. But so who the same person who say other people to be arrested, other people to be searched. My investigations are no judge can overturn it into the court. No, what pretty serious issues for yourself. the law of Cameroon says you should not be a judge in your own cause. Meaning, you should not have an interest in a matter. The people you are telling you should not. You are there for the people of Ghana. Okay. You should not to defend the constitution.
Now, Obinsa Akovina, is lawyer Morizampa speaking from Togo or Ghana?
I'm in Ghana. I've refused to go to Togo because of the stupid things that is happening right now. Academia, because of the stupid things I also.
I'm grateful for your time. Thank you very much. I'm lawyer Morizampana Moten Kanama. You're with the news, but you're with the newspapers, yeah.
Okay. Etienne na da obokrata na reverend na bebo amane asankrata ni nyina ye redu bo ahen stories ya
enwa na edi matiti
enwa na obi ade ba ye enwa em se Ghanaian Times na ebo amane se TB tuberculosis yade no Ghana Health Service for chem se yade no emu ayeden pa na 2024 om se records ni chem nipa enya abie no 20,599 nipa enya tuberculosis ewo afrase ni mu no mo chremu a enipa no mo ha mo chichiremu aduokono na pomde adwuma ye 40 misa wo mo yade awi eye anigisem kwan bi so de ma Ghana yade ne baade na nso wo mo yade o mbetimi bia se wo mo ede betu ase na enrada na Ghana Armed Forces Council eni enipa ba so badwakuo won mo so ya kire mampani wo mo adwuma ne se won be ma mampani futuo ni akwankire kwan ne obefa so na wode hihye agu akwam ama Ghana Armed Forces a won betimi ama mban bambo ho nsem etimi akonkan no na mampani Mahamati awa wo so wo nkro mo mudie mu pa na wo mo nya adwuma ema omamu ni nyina enya won so mfa so
unim se no promote wo mo and I was raising concern about the last time I raised concern about a brigadier general, a one-star general being appointed as chief of defense staff and CDS, and by law the position by the military order we are ahead of him will have to go home.
Okay.
And I may mention say about 18 generals sir general we yanim to mo nyina no ekofie.
Wow.
Now enra John Dramani Mahama, based on the constitutional mandate and power ayede amano no wa promote to 1-star general to 3-star general.
Wow.
Zababa amana baba ya major general. Indeed, that is the news the man. But it's a very interesting.
Yeah, very interesting.
Appearance in a way. Now, with the above for and so.
And here first, Master Jesus Herbal Clinic. Master Jesus, no. Original 3 days you na sapena ya de nyina fum from no to ase de amount. Wa mo de o so pay ya de ya se friend se ko a enko. Ya de kurankoro kwase bode wase chronic. Ya de a wo de ohun se wo ko a na ne den ne na ase to ya yetimi to ase no. Na Master Jesus force won mo hia wo de ekọ na wo mo nto yade no asema eno nti obi a wanya stroke na hypertension, sciatica, diabetes, prostate cancer, gono ana syphilis, obi a wo hwan ye den de ma wo yade no hepatitis A, B ana C, typhoid ana ulcer, tuberculosis abeka ho asem sisi yi ana se oba wo de won sabuo no ene ha wo mu a me say ye nto nchia na efo ni chire mo wo Master Jesus Herbal Clinic was a treatment ni nyina no eye na nsape no ade ho na yade ankurankuro no watu ase e de amount. The numbers no eye 0530826610 0530826610 ofra Master Jesus Herbal Clinic wono mo ebeje oso na wo hia ka ato wo peka wo dem mo say private car ana se wo de taxi ana na de online car business ya baso bi e na pesa wo ya ene abomoden se wo be frɛ number yi na waje wo car type bi a wo hia bia se wo pe BMW ana Hyundai VW bi na wo pe a ni nyina ebi wo car type bi a wo pato bia no number we bomode na frɛ na wono mo enye so 0599065950 0599065950 5950 Mr. Bia wo pato bia no wo pese obia bebu ko mu akofa ntwemfa mu bia de ma wo a bomoden frɛ na ka no wono ma bi ento ewo abomre mum Right Angel Herbal Clinic se bre no fa haban e ma onkeka haban mum na fa bo ho ban wa woni bambo wo hia laka na favor wo ba wutri nya wodwade ho awade ho ne man koyie ma wo no bomoden anko eye haban e na e kasa ye adwuma e wo ho se wo hia bambo wa brabom de wo ye wo pese ohunu ana wo ba na abo akwa mu awade mu no wobebo be me wobebo do kwa kwesi hene ni nyina kwa wode haban be hwe mu de ama wo bi afa wade akwa no hwe ma sa check bi so e na tare ukunu ho ana be me bi so atuna ni te ese oyire so ani nyina wobebo awo na wapam wo mo afra wade no mama se abusua mu no me bi di wakire wo bi adome waduto ni nyina wode kwa wodom bebo papa na nipadua mu yade no ene mu mra ye mpompobo ni kokonom enkuda ene sisi yade diabetes kuro ni nyina wode kwa wobebo papa high blood pressure low blood pressure kwada dwonso kete so pane dwonso kete so dia watu nsawe ana enubone wie wobi so de no yakwanhia no wanyama ne na mobu wa wo bo wa bunyina mo fa mo ni nchemo e wo Right Angel Herbal Clinic doctor no ye friend Dr. Auntie shano so mame wo ye herbalist wo nye sofo e na wo nye malam wo ye herbalist ya
ba kwa no wa ben yo
oh wa ben
no sincerity akwa na ben
wa se wo ye sofo kra na wo ti asore na so pese timu a
wa ben pa Right Angel Herbal Clinic
wa ben
therefore we ko so hwe kronom afrancho himan friend number 0241 1912222
yes
now wafre the guy is good
yeah
but ama na me hwe se mic na ase na pabo yi ase omo ye mpabo wa tonsu but boy no ye na so wan che da nsua ni ye mpabo yi ase me hwe na ase tonsu boy si wa ma omo nsua ni ye ko ta se nani na afefie ni hene na peja akosoro
camera na afa
na bi we de camera na fe ni
camera mo
na esa ama medi yawo
enti reverend wakwa de nkanya de
no guy me de me to the Ghana
wa hew
me dem say me trust me de
me to na ha
na me say asa man to
Ghana tam ana me say babo we no tam pa na me say babo me de gu akura boro ba 2 years no me chata na me say pa na tam ana me kwa Assemblies of God wa
sam babo na
me ya sorry penny no
gu na wo be sa just odi nsuo petepete
dabi usa anono
na de na babo no pe jasa
so reverend reverend
ama babo de f
wo ba de say Mike
ba pa so tere say
enti se wo hunu na say
ko so bi hu ya no
afo no me ntum
ena me ni be pie me ni be pie na
be pie ko ton babo
ama ya bote
tie me ena me ni be pie
ye ntum non ton babo na ma
ama ena me ni be pie
ye say ga ayi na won kan wasa
mi hu ne mpaboa no mi hu ne mpaboa na say ena me ni be pie hwe ya no manya
tiki
yes
dia me say ga wa ayi na won say won kan wasa
also no ajetu say na dia ga
maka jo say me si we na me ye dikin no
aha
usa bo na ano no aye se no papa bi ka pia ansa na wo
dia ne mpaboa na no ama esi apega nam say say Mike
e pia ansa na wo na arab kan ma be ka cha me mpaboa ya
ba jawo de en comedian me de en ye guy
me hu ye
me Tony Germany
sa
Berlin
come on I'm so
Berlin abonten so
sa
eh guy
me to na ha ya me to no Kofi
reverend Emerson ho ne manyina won to ne ha
oh David Dudu na
reverend kiki so to no Germany na Israel
David ba
wo so David wadum ha ya
David kiki we de man to Israel
boys from was
me David to bi de na bi wo
ne ya
na was to de na bi wo
baby am to bi de na bi wo
I say ya
me
hu ya na me hu say reverend de
oh ayi we de me to no krum ha ya me to na Accra
okay
boy bi on na supply me kiki
okay ba to kuma se
David me to na
e wa ha ya
me wo
obani
yan me to na Accra me wo kiki me wo kiki tu bi anu na so hwe mo hu
okay
awo me kiki ni fia bi sa anu de me to na Israel Tel Aviv
okay
airport
okay
anu de dudu ha say sa anu no nya bi wo anywhere
okay
Jerusalem abonte. Ah, guy. Well, market teach na me de bebrem.
Okay. And we no say Accra.
That we dem to na.
Enya be am akoto ne
di. Me be say na.
Oh, so to na.
Oh, we dey do we dey come. We dey come.
Ba wan to Kumasi.
Oh, we dey come. Accra ya na me to no. And e be wusi Kumasi abenya bi.
Ba wan to Kumasi.
But who say we ne won bebre.
Yeah.
We hu ni say ya. Ba e bi boy dey change.
Reverend Aduanaba Kofi Asante.
May the Lord be with you.
Amen. Baba,
and where good you?
Baby, what do you do? Therefore, sir, and who say a yaba was from Oba. Abu can come over. What do you mean? I'm having a sin. Me say, and Pabwa, I'm not saying, I swear, yeah, no, can I quite so far? Some
Nasa,
I'm out of where they are dancing.
And Yini.
And I pay, you know, my to all right, go on where you are.
No, like, I said, no, like, I said,
I'm going to for sure. I'm
a boy.
What's up? You want to come?
We just assembly 2 years.
I'm tell me who you shoot on at the office. No, me have seen them. No, I didn't wait in February. But why was it February? No, no, Paul, Pastor. You're near my son. No, what kind of voice and Bob? I have a lot in the camera.
Was it?
Was he?
MPs no amo Asante mantem ha no. Yes we mo say. On be check the budget. Enfie nwotwe. Ama ma check budget mu.
Anya budget na na stika eche 20,000 2,000 e yana ntokwasi wo ho no.
Enfie nwotwe.
Unesa yakọ commercial e ba fa sa video no. Stika dwam
omom 2,000. Ana mo se na media na.
Mabramo ana me
ose me nkwa mama sika sei. Bebe zukura ma. Ba ma ya de. But yanka ntam say opposition be say omba ba mu a omo santo aso sa
opposition hu nyansa
ai na hit na start form hu
opposition hu nyansa
okay because asan so ka bebe anko
na sa first of it
asan me so ka bebe anko ena pramba assembly ho kra nyama MPs nso mo krom ha obi a hodom kra na nya agro nso nra e ho anyama
se kire se o mo na odidi no wa mfie nti ne aba afi na ade amane mahunu na aba bebi di wachi nti ama ma ye abafo na ye nko commercial
ara me pabu ete sei
Go pass my honorable.
Honorable Heminasi.
I can't do some boy na ka from
2 years ago na me ja assembly so me ja hye
na de ne na okache
dabi so mo ana titi prema from I like that titi prema from honorable ka ka na mission fa
titi prema from eje we waka bia ma no de achechire de yire ama we abofo miru na yanko fire commercial semra na ye ba ye be ma voice note na fe be phone lines so Enra MPs no so nkomom kodie no but we to the voice note about 0531455105 mama nya abofo miru nkan
Ezra painting works eguso aka wo se ba da ho painting pa dia mesra wa da
so no akwa no se wonim painting
ne hodwo
dabi o na se wonim se na me ya adverti nya no akira me se be kwa akohwa akwala na dwuma
oh oye
what come on
oye adwuma na adwuma efe
na me ma akwala na ya de se ye school dan ya commercial wo dia frɛ boy no
kankana mo amosisi estate
eh abureche for no mo fa ne number no mo bia ma me paint titi ka do ya
akwa na paint fra paint no
what
na no de no obi wo hoda da obaya adwuma na ma
ono aso wo paint ni
ono aso wo paint ni bi so wo ho a wo ton wo frɛ no a
the guy is brilliant
na wo bu ade
the guy is brilliant
na no prophet ba no no prophet ba no no di fo ankasa ba no no
na no mbo so wo fom nyaade obebu ena wusura urade chaso o man na wudi wo kro be ni ama but o mon frɛ number 0554 818 wudi e paint ni say ye fie ye school company interior dining sana apese paint ni nyina eni boy no nsa no dwuma ni bi ye graphiato ye wo stone painting bibia be ye ne kama e di amount chase paint wo paint dan da na ehome
e kroma dan bia ne paint e fe bia ye nshiraba na
the guy is good
dan bia
we has a book mu de we has a book mu paint what we just obi na akotwa o abrante ya na paint dan nshiraba paint Oh, come on.
Na juma ho of
0554-818-900. Patch of Resia. Na Oman, one of the best of painting on Sabiti so Aka. It's just about 11 minutes past 8. And I am for a quick commercial break. A bar, you been yammer and I the voice to Tabana Fay, Edinco. Yanko, Bassia.
enkoye sasase den kodu obi nsem dwadefo de ehu bi da
Reverend, good morning.
Ezra 94.1.
Reverend, I hope FM. Member of Parliament now. Ezra 94.1 FM.
Why you know? Say Odikaya no hwehwe mu te said no pay. What phrase security man a jan started from the basis no owo ho na anka on continent Parliament. MS informing nkofo say e dumso na say e dumso krada bisa ho say Ghana hase e fan pa na ombeka say omo de omo experience dumso da empo no Flagstaff House of Prayer say dumso timisi ho enti adum kra na dumso beba eja to ho ana say dumso kwa bema eja to baby a agise o connection e poor connection of cables na that no I just say you poor and I am a jatum nti ade ne de yentimi mblemu dim so na yentimi mblemu aban
me the Clements because free Western region papa da waseni juma pa wudi na ohu ade bi wo ha e ha adwen especially ya Asante for binom eja to baby yenye nhui wo de akɔhye dumso esan se NDC na ɛwɔ so nti na dumso mpo a hwan na create dumso no MPP be free so na dumso but ye nkan tribalism ya Asante fo binum yesrem munja isade no emboa NDC ba power na ompeso munye bibi papa na mo start ye nuama bi ebegu NDC ni manse sa nuama we nyina emboa ema mpuntu mba nenso at the end of the day no NDC na di mpuntu ba Asante memu ma yenja isade no munhwe the way why overcrowded Kabe dan kwa kudunja.
Kofi Asante, good morning. Kofi ni mikase free asham. Ye besre se ejana ahie no. Nyame animu ni asefim. Ye besre adwadifo se omunya abotire. Na wo momfa prime pa na omunsi. Na ade ba ko ni se eya na idwemfo no omo kofi electrician mo omo be illegal connections o me bibi nyoma mo omo so ho wo light no enema eya ekupeja edeba no ena kiyiti Dubai no so ye besire se people na edwadifo no de agu omo shop no so we Kofi Asante maka wansemu ye sire mo munka nche edwadifo no omo yi people na omo de atutu omo shop no so no nyina mfiri ho enye sa da eja betumu ebe so people ni mu no ombe mo bo enye sa omeshi Dubai no people omu de egu box people omu de egu omu shop no suru nyina empanyimfo nhwe so omu mo omu ayi ni nyina.
Hello, Reverend Kofi Asante, no mamu nyina achi no abidwafo ene Ezra TV e frame ejewufu ni kase free address na Reverend media mini nanan mo be ya adwen omuma private investors MSC anya sa sese no mo sa bobo apatano ne containers na the same thing the best side happy in Ghana and Ghana ne wo no it is a mlebi ni hye bi no mo beye na omo de ene mpedifo ne betenase na afi no mo behwe na wo magye atum se yewi a omo nsa beka omo stores back se ne be ya enkofa ho kire nye de emba edu mo mbeboa anye sa ene ye ne se de ye ma omo esisisi wa ya de se ayi aposi kofno gya kwantifi edu mo mu de emwa na
yeah Aduanaba me mo channel pay honest Mike nyame hira mo pa na DSC edion then oze me ntone ma we mo fa se ho menene kasa what do call Wednesday ami hia de bu no ese Saturday anopa obeba modin ama me nsaka na Friday oyeni kesese ato no menena kasa na somo kano jana omuhia mo pa be on kabetimi ayema private man mehenu na mpemi so mebusa se Asante mantum ane wo me kai nie wa ban mu MPP wa ban kedite Dubai hye ehun so opposition for no so di ho akotan ekoba the way minyante the largest party in Asante region high. Minyanti and penny phone can so makoha media so mon catch me say almost alcohol.
Good morning. Ano pe yada mo asi wodwuma pa mo ye nyame insura mo. Sa banga sam ya mo ke. Bia to me pe. Koji loan e wo bank. Omo je me insurance ni ade nyina. Ko yi scan Monday na Roberts for eji mi ho bibia scanner mi ko yi no. Omo ji scan nyina bibia. Me ko bank no hono e ko catch manager and said ya to me ni. Communiska o baby amasande aye adwuma kula biom na o ka che me say omu de omu ni me ni asembia nti kwa me fa so metu omu sika no me ntua ti na wo se me ko different bank san ko pelu e di ko ye adwuma na metu omu de no ma omu reverend once di kura bank na san fa ma me omu ambo ma kwan bia so ti bank fo no de omu wia yen papa
extra ama mo ache ama mo ne yo mo dwuma pa mo ye na no pay e frame me si me ka se fra brepo asamba ko American fast asem ya mo kan ho ni edwadifo ye mobo pa e kire se ye wo sabe senga madasi bigu sa area mu ha eniama wo mo ton no ano mo de hwe wo mo ma sabi obi eja wale sabi obi kuna wu eja no nani da so nyina na ade ton sole na wankodwom wande kro na na mebu ada se ni peye ncheke ade bi nhwe se wo bekum na ni gbetra wode ye adwuma ni nyina ye bete 5000 nenso unim kwan ofa so manage a wode te sa side ho ene ehwa behye mpenifo baji ho na yesi ampa ye PCC yesi kejeti ya Dubai obi ehwa aye ne fe inti sababi ahye ne yesenke ebe ni ya ne kwan no efe pa hwe baby a Ghana yanyine duri hwe baby a sabe Ghana yanyine duri nenso ye niama yanyina te senkwala obi te ha na ha hye nanka yeye ni ensiesie yesiesie wia obi
didi usivers dodo na femi kurunku me kasa filbre man Kofi Asante asema na okane se region minister yem krasa na yem pen krasa mo ina me ye pa che se nipa no wanyini ana wonyini ye no enche se obetima ya adwuma no ntimi ya adwuma because o hana na ro kofa ngokwanfo begu yeso o man mo ye hu faso de bi e ba yeso e ba o mo so ene ne so asa di atem se o ka asem na se ye credit 2 cities bi na etiba bi a na ye ka de pe ene wadi atem radio station TV station sin do so nse eja ni nyina ye record abrew eja nya itiwu to ka sa so ya ene me no nya adwene nti e be chia wona bo defense minister Brojeje Mfi na at the same time so Francis Dodovi an appointment na che nti be se president Mahama say o mani bi na so amefo
Ebe Kofi Asante ni me chia wa no pe krasa sumdwe nkan o obi no munsuo na twa ope na Kofi wa hwe yi a obekasa ma o minimum ntosuo ebesa commando ne kasa ni tia me president John Dramana baby obi anyame nka no ja special coordinator press conference no aba ye no me to me die menene adwene me baby so menene nya adwene on die won fa nkrofo ne nkokos anya de kokot obeba bonta ma obi atie bi se wonko no nko kire ni to me say adwuma na edi ama no na nukure obeye enkoye kasa ewa bonte
Kofi, good morning. By 2 p.m. New Mikasa Free Asante Mampon, baby, and this regional chairman, and Nakwesi over Mamiciano. On a Dr. Frank Amwako, regional chairman. And the incoming PM boss, Kizuba, 2 p.m. chairman of Kofi. Yeah, best day. KJT and Semono. Mera who said the Niama say no. By a best day, to say the Adana Mekano. Kofi, so be see a ye lena. BBC, Yankupon for Samo, you bet me a for akwa dum gya no na various assembly for no so no obi si den omonko hwe se lane BBC a na ato yenche BBC a ka betimi afa ho saa ne ma no bebo ye onye saa ye saa sisi eda ne se ya dia se ya na ebeko no Kofi ye be say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama onye ntentem we sure on the listening president na onye kegiti a won baby ahye no.
Reverend, good morning. Pacha Jamal and Kasafro Masem. I'm in chair Regional Minister Dr. Frank Mwaka, and I'm in chair my boss Abbas Nuruddin, and I'm in chair incoming KMA Kinzuba. Reverend, Abraham Crofona di Ghana no. We see a Ghana, Hana Ghana, Omukachre is a Ghana more identity, and 30 your bed. Na ye to tunia mamuno mudi o ma bibi o mudi no mudi nyafo na Ghana for your hochere na no so areko ka obi huna minority for no maso ebe press conference ni tata obi ni yesi ntinka o man sika na o mudi no ka yenya no mumfa na kwa na tesi
ka Kofi Asante won to say mo ko bless this match ni we ya my friend say nani abra wo gina ready TV so ya work camp bro fa kakraka bubu sika kakraka e de tigre aboni minim a wo gya ma wo toto ne sei saa no so wo mama mu oni kofem sei pe obeti ayes wo no so ana sika sei na okobu akonta we anokoyewe nokoyewe saa nsem fun sei ya no mo di
good morning head was head mama yama Ghana mani Asante Reverend we the coach no face no fa Kofi Asante na Ezra TV atifo na hwefo nyina ya mamache chama do de midro atuma kwa constituency chama Collins ni sokoban close from ofa Ghana for big kasa ai ena papa yi kasa ena sa na MPP beye ena sa na MPP o man chefe ma obi amfa sese do man ni second camera obi amfa ni say joke wa ban sorry na de obi biala odi Ghana sika biala fa ba bia tokuru biala shimbere bechew kini yesre Ghana for say mo man MPP MDC abantra kunya so nche
Amen. From Mark, because I feel quite assuaged. Remember, what is I say? MPs, no. I book myself by church budget much for. Other MPs, no. Reverend, one new power, we jokers.
Good morning, Reverend. It is now part of my Kasafri 94.1. Bishop Gusa said, Abena, budget for finance minister and the Benham Patrol, for you live in the bed.
Ezra 94.1 FM.
Abena, Abeshasi, base attacks in the free.
Ezra TV Mamu. Good morning. Of an opinion, no can be say. I said, Mamuton. Yenny friend, I said, Bisabi, I said, for Debbie, I said, for Boom, Debbie, the Boom pa, ye boom, papa, boomer. Sabu, yes, a friend offer, and young Kalasa. It be your school, it be a lawyers, it be a pussy for, it be a soldier for, it be a some office. But for the first to phone, not the friend. To offer, I come so soon have check a crack. The best one about can too much. To say na butre because say be so would you software that time so we kasa no bi no etisa say the first no na no
ohima mess new central market aduna jusu mo ya de bebre mo wadwadifo a wo no ma hye na emum me nko ama dwuna me nkola adwuna me woni wiase se wo moti wo kwayi a yenyansi yesese hifa pa no mo ebetina to ade akopim se besi awie de ma ebema wo mu ka me nko ama dwen dia na senka obi abu mfume dia enka central market no phase 1 yesi awie enka yemie ho ma wo mu no mo nkotena ho kakra ento ade omonto ade no mo no mo yire no mo ma no mo buhye ni di kakra na yesu wo mu stores no ma wo mu a no mo abem Menko la adwene no Central Market phase 1 yesi awie emie eho kakrama wo mu no mu nkotena ho nton ade nyesa ade I said e fa no betena akobonza busome me ezase na ya ebisi stores na mu medamase.
Right, ama ye ba be wie so ye beda kumase fo ase enra the MPs ekoshia central for any assembly members kumase dialogue so the bear and someone akoso the parliament the budget Ombechechiri Mama Kumasi Fueti. Nation. I know some of the videos and what happened Enra the program also, but a lot of concerns on it. Where's the car? No, and I'm aware say me have credit person come was there. Kangam Enra so Kohobi. I see.
I was invited.
Oh, okay.
They invited me officially.
Oh, okay.
To come to the place by the chairman of the Kumasi block, Honorable Asante.
Oh, okay.
He sent a personal
invitation to me. Brebi.
And he said, "Obide Ebumawa."
You have to honor.
Normally that is how it's
94.1.
So far as
94.1
Oh, okay. Wow. Okay. So this is a special invitation. Honorable Kennedy, because he can come. Special block and okay. Yeah. Wow, that's great. That's
after
great.
The invitation,
certain implications for Kumasi's development and the way forward. That's so good. So. And I also Kobe. You were specially invited. And some of their submissions, Kakra. Now, from that assessment, what is this budget? The womb at the Kumasi, any year there. But Ama, you saw most of the MPs. Oh, okay. Okay, so that's the okay, that's the invite. That's great. That's great. I see. So on for now on a chair. Number will be bizarre.
Oh, say your caucus.
So what's the difference between the caucus and the block?
FBI is a new thing that they've created.
Because when you say number war, Asante
caucus.
Asante caucus. Oh, okay.
And I don't know how it is, how it works.
Okay. Okay.
And America say, FBI, you have to probe further.
Well, Kumasi block. My entire chairman Sabunsu. Chairman Sa was there for the
GDP growth registered 5.7% for 2024, and the Lord and Shush had on December 2024 appeared very promising. Real GDP growth registered 5.7% for 2024, and the Lord and Shush had, on account of the rebounding of the economy, predicted that in 2025, that is this year, the Ghanaian economy will grow between 7 and 8%. Unfortunately, the minister, when he comes to Parliament, is telling us, "Oh, we'll be able to grow at 4.4%." Whereas this year, last year, 2024, we're able to grow at 5.7%. That means that the minister was not ambitious in his estimation of the growth of the country. Today, the economy that Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo inherited, the size of which was 167 billion, and then the size of Ghana's economy has grown to 1.2 trillion Ghana cedis over 8 years. And that is unprecedented. Now, President Mahama inherited an economy with a size of 93 billion Ghana cedis. That is from President Mills. He grew it by 79% in 4 years. Akufo-Addo has expanded it, not by 79% every 4 years, but 309% every 4 years. And that is why, at the end of it, Akufo-Addo succeeds in growing this economy by 618%. The real GDP growth, the debt to GDP has climbed down significantly from 76% in 2023, from over 76% in 2023 to 61.8% at the end of 2024. This is lower than the pre-COVID level of 65.7% in 2019 and ending December 2016, where the debt to GDP was 73%. December 2024 appeared very promising. Real GDP growth registered 5.7% for 2024, and the Lord and Shush had, on account of the rebounding of the economy, predicted that in 2025, that is this year, the Ghanaian economy will grow between 7 and 8%. Unfortunately, the minister, when he comes to Parliament, is telling us, oh, we'll be able to grow at 4.4%. Whereas this year, last year, 2024, we're able to grow at 5.7%. That means that the minister was not ambitious in his estimation of the growth of the country. Today, the economy that Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo inherited, the size of which was 167 billion, and then the size of Ghana's economy has grown to 1.2 trillion Ghana cedis over 8 years. And that is unprecedented. Now, President Mahama inherited an economy with a size of 93 billion Ghana cedis. That is from President Mills. He grew it by 79% in 4 years. Akufo-Addo has massive.
But the perspective, ama mayenya boafo be mi nothing. Yeah,
94.1
The game frame and Deco Ventures. Yes, yeah, woman, ye frames. I would be a Mr. War photo be a camera or phone. So, I said, I him my wife. A fast. Yeah, caught now, woman, and the camera, and my waja award to be. What I say, what it was him, a biana certificate to be, and I pass what it was him one in our woman ye be. And sorry, institutions, I would want here citations. The game ban a camera at the amount. Afa dem wasiese so ne ma di siesie dem nyina wo benya bia to e won mo nchen e ba ne ma ya customize ya say t-shirt e bia nei Black Stars match wanya Black Stars JCB no akọ ne customize within kama na wo mo de egu akire e de amount caps key holders ni nyina de open de customize wo iPhone e kura wo no pe cover ya customize ya the game frame and Deco Ventures. What was also at Tonton curtains, ring light, and the flowers I would do na make our Saube Wade, and I will your program be now here souvenirs. Ache, Ewa Sia, Eya the game frame and Deco Ventures. O Kumasi Don Cake 0557 024 731 0557 024 731. Guanbe Herbal and Homeopathic Clinic. Yes, yeah, woman so homeopathy I say woman been pa infidia would one in our will be tin castle yade now so yade crow when him the yade by the only man is an yaman quay. A one machines who not to qua. Woman over 2 machines is so machines so Emma baby I didn't hint to be no one more year pay. Now one more to say at the amount. So yadi no a massage and physiotherapy. Ninada if he come a honoma. One more Eddie Juma lab scanner who do you so one a be. Affair baby draw honoma yadi treaty yadi bia and unti a quine be a was here fast for a 2 yadia sianon. What would you go a cremo our one day? Herbal and homeopathic clinic. So we had the hypertension, diabetes, typhoid, and saya de oba menstrual disorder ana mpaso gro na nansane manko ye be ma ye mra oba wonte de mo nyina mo fa mo ni nkire moy na wo mo stomach ulcer ene awo ho asem ni nyina da eye Guanbe Herbal and Homeopathic Clinic Kumase eye ahwehwe na kira kwan ne obedru Kumase a wo de wo so ko donyina wudru donyina ba bia circuit court ne wono a eho ena Guanbe edi ne dwuma 0241 587674 0241 587674 Wofra Guanbe one more ebeje so na divine garlic mixture and GH capsules say no ta for Mr. Woto a eya to bom ne num bom na ye adwuma pa wani anu bi edi ho adanse enkanka ne mu amoyade no akoya komayade no bomoden won pese heart attack bi abetwa wo nkwa na so a eya anum divine garlic and divine GH capsules eya divine garlic mixture and divine GH capsules stroke hypertension diabetes waba won sabu no nyoma nkoye we yam na tim anasa general body pains a enro bi ne yanum bi na emo de wanya namu saye de say white syphilis go no enemu mreye waba wa himfie keka wa rashes abegu hom ana ugu nsuo ntentem divine garlic mixture and GH capsules shani so say no ye toni bi enu nyina bom na yanoma bom na timi aboye kuma say Misty Herbal Kolinank Freddy Mens any jailer pharmacy nchen wobenya biato takradi AA Mensan in pharmacy Christ is the answer any Jeff Herbal and crying wobenya biato repass of some casework angel ene nana boachi sunyane for Enfa money nchemo Green Light Pharmacy 0530 172-086 0530-172-086 Fantasia Nkupa Wababia Fabichu Tinemwa, Mama Sonia and the Diabe Dramasom, V1 deodorant, no man, Memena, Motom Kankai Sabe, Yana would dear to us here, Afe, V1 body splash, and the Meman and Quandia, V1 shower gel, and a quick white shower gel, 7 minutes were with the Jadiama who fear come, Afe, we are now what's that V1 body lotion, Mama Sonia, summer to 4 mono, so be a to Atonia, the numbers no, 0207 667 752 0207 667-752 and I say 0302-668420 0302-668420 Rabbi Herbal and Spiritual Center was a Bramian Tunchia now spiritual problems ni nyina physical illness no won't treat ni nyina mum emfama niema bebre wo hodoma agisi a treat no honhumu na apie honamani woni ani meni ani eno ntia beko obi o wani ho na watimi aboye honhumu yade biada Rabbi Herbal and Spiritual Center betwase say wonamu dia any stroke no diabetes typhoid cocoa pressure ulcer arthritis asthma hepatitis infections any yade bia koye entoma yade a yato ediama wo e wo honhumu no fakọ Rabbi Herbal and Spiritual Center na wonto ase enfama o kumasi adanko ame Israel Junction 0247989742 0247989742 Reverend
Yo ama mena wase Facebook page if we can read some few messages kakra ewo ediama yetifo I think that would also be great. Ezra Radio etifo all back in Facebook page I have a lot of messages kakra would want to read and maybe I'll be me send messages ediaba Facebook page Ezra Radio and I say Ezra 94.1 official. Messages kakraba.
Shamaba Edna Benya wasi afena eniema swada hopa wasi emframa boma akokotwa da ho. Na se CMPP aban mu akufo ado aban mu de chese wo mo ba be wia o man Ghana pa wo mbe chedi won cheni na wo no be chedi ya wode ne de afa Facebook ho no mo. Masawood Kumase Bantama wasi I totally support the prosecution of corrupt officials whether from the previous government or current government. Enti de okanyina ne se de wo no ma sha se ye adwuma sa banda de mu ne ye hwehwemu anasa ben ya ba fufuro mu ne ye hwehwemu no wo de wo fo so enam secretary se no eku o man Ghana for kwache Pepra Alex was say Kofi, will you talk about insurance to the market and the individuals? Okay, into Reverend way question what dia bano no Duke Amponsem was say good morning ama me di free Kumase fa de ene ba be me na majo so Sly the Great was say NPP is a party full of corrupt, dishonest and violent personalities. Sly Edia with the free greater Accra. I'm son of me news Accra. The boss one blessed son. Ene Baba Mahamadia with the free boss and I'm son of me news.
Okay.
Yeah, boss.
But I say Mamin call Minia.
Obi didn't dear free Italy Abanti was in it an odd ANOD. Okay. Was it good morning or here live every Italy. Tiawa and what the Facebook or mobile.
Mate. Yeah. Minia. Now, I'm free and commerce. Started with Enra baby Alcoy. Now, so what was the import of the Kumasi block, Kumasi dialogue?
Well, I think I'm a chatty for
where they can't chat for.
I think the reason maybe they are bringing the budget closer to the people.
Okay.
To have discussions with them. They call it the
the budget name man
for Atias, yeah. I see. When they actually a month for more. And I share the work Kumase, so budget in mono. And your man a buying a council by the work Kumase. And then it be something so to be blocked because the way they name it, no, it will be difficult for you to expand the ABI. It's about Ashanti region. What I mean,
purely Kumase.
Because it's Kumase block. Kumase block there, maybe the concentration was in Kumase. One of and because I'm not part of the organizers and those things, I mean that mean to me the main reason why we decided this name on Kumasi block. Although there were people they were not from Kumasi too.
Okay.
Some of them were outside Kumasi from other constituencies with not outside Kumasi. if he's a more organizers will be the best people.
Ezra
94.1. It was the budget that they were just explaining to the good people of Kumasi.
Yeah. Anyway, very devastating. Mamma a year minua Moakwaba Bemana baby abakodiamo. We have a very, very terrifying from last Friday in Kumasi over the market. And your government is still battling. The Caribbean are being about office a fire in the first administration. So far, how are you handling Nyama? I don't know, sir. Buakwa, what do you actually be?
It's becoming the norm for every Tuesday.
Some baby, you are greeted with. You are greeted with bad news.
I didn't see Yami and Nobnada. The same old things that goes on and it greets us. But I'm in chair with you for another pay. I'm in chair and this in for my job with you and another pay. I think, sir, it's a very, very tragic issue. SC. Me walk a doom Tuesday, no.
Okay.
I think it's on Wednesday. Okay. But at least from on-site and hand-site, you could just see that. Activities across the world definitely could have contributed to the fire starting. I can conclusively say